the last time we had a bit of shopping, I believe was mostly what we did. We spent our last day um, before, well, if I remember correctly, um, was the last time the time that we got a bunch of messages, or was that the time before that?
We
That
got a
was the
bunch of
time
messages.
before.
Yeah, because we got the messages, then Robin came. Like,
Yes.
yeah. And then now we're with Robin and we had to go into town. Uh
Mhm.
we got some items, and we dropped off a couple of cursed items. We have the outfit, which I don't think we can show due to copyright, I think. Um and now we head in oh, so we went to a magic shop?
Yes,
That we did.
and
Pick up some supplies.
we come in on the last night before your meeting with the Claw. There's a few hours um, before bed potentially, or you can try to get a good night's rest.
Have I gotten we got the missive that my mother was not allowed, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Very important.
Yes. There seems to have been a change in allowances. Um, but what are y'all doing?
So we're
That's
back at the house, right?
Yes. You, unless there was anything else you wanted to do in the city, you've made your way back to the house. The sun is setting. And if there's any final preparations, I would recommend you do them now.
If anything, I would like to talk with the party.
Lay it on us.
Quick question. I'm taking it that the book was not cursed when we went shopping, right?
No. You do not come back to.
I just thought of that.
Also, wasn't there a corpse outside of your house, outside of Sylvie's
There
Oh,
house?
sure was.
Yes.
Yes, I'm
yeah.
dealing with that later.
Not important.
Still there.
That's a problem for later me.
You could have put Sal there. But
A
as we,
collection of corpses in the bushes.
Could be a song title.
Excellent fertilizer.
I mean, yeah.
so yeah, as we enter inside of the house, wait, when we bullied Robin last time, is he actually sleeping outside?
Yes. Hello.
All right, cool. Hello?
Uh-oh.
Yeah? Hello?
Everyone froze.
No,
Oh, no.
Rebecca.
And we
Everyone
are
Hello.
froze. Hi.
Hello?
I can hear you again.
Okay, I literally lost my train of thought. What did I say?
You were saying something about when you actually entered.
Okay, so yeah, when I enter the house and close the door, um, I kind of look at everybody and go, so should we get the negotiations set up now or in the morning?
set up? You mean like arrange?
Negotiations.
Well,
Well, you do realize that when we give them that book and I walk away, there's going to be a big boom, right?
I thought that was Plan B.
Yeah, I don't know if that should be our primary plan.
Well, what else will
Is
be
it-
our
is it-
primary plan?
Negotiations.
Depends on what
That's
they
a
want.
good question.
It depends on what they want. Like, if they want us to just leave them the fuck alone, that might be wiser than just like blowing up them. I mean,
I don't know. I think blowing them up still sounds quite satisfying, actually.
Yeah, and aren't we already kind of locked in on the blowing them up plan?
Unless we can
We already cursed the book.
We have the cursed
No,
book in
it's awesome.
case. If we don't need it, on the bright side, if we don't use it, we now have a book that explodes, just in case.
Just what we always needed.
Yes, a book that cannot be more than 60 feet from my person at any one given time.
Well, I would assume you would
Keep it on your person.
or just keep the book on your person at every moment.
What happens? What happens if you put it in the bag of holding?
Probably
Mm. Let's
I kinda-
try it.
I kind of
No,
We'll have to try it, see and
I-
find out.
I kind of hold like the bag of holding like I'm holding a purse scared. Like no, we're not putting the explosion
Oh.
book in the bag of holding.
Well, I didn't say that out loud. That was an out
Oh.
of character question.
Oh.
Yeah. That's just what everybody's thinking.
I don't care.
That's what everyone's
Trying to
thinking,
find
but
out.
not willing to say.
If anything, it's a different dimension. I don't know how distances and dimensions work, but So okay, so we're just gonna blow them up
Anywho.
and then fight. How are we gonna get Coco and Nathaniel?
Well, I vote we get them first. Obviously, before any exchanges happen, we have to make sure that they are very clearly out of harm's way.
Right, which is why it might make sense to negotiate. Like, I've always been the one to not negotiate.
I'm aware, yes.
Yeah, I would leave that to me, mainly because as I point towards the ring again.
Yes, well,
So at first we can try to talk our way through it. If that doesn't work, we'll see if we can trick them with the book. If that doesn't work,
or it could be a thing where we get Nathaniel and Coco home safe,
hold on,
and
wait.
then
I stop and I'm gonna burn the spell slot to cast Detect Magic.
Okay. Make a perception check.
Well, let me remove. Level was it? Detect Magic.
1, yeah.
Perception. 12.
You don't see anything around.
R.I.P.
Well, it should just be a different color. It should just be colors. Oh, so much magic. Whatever. I am gonna keep it on.
So you're saying we should hear them? Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, I was saying we
Well,
should
no,
hear them out.
what I'm saying is that yes, we hear them out. We get Coco and Nate, and then we do another exchange where we return, and boom.
Yeah, but another thing is also, having what's the word I'm looking for? Having all our eggs, metaphorically speaking. We need to know what leverages we hold besides, fucking their shit up in ancient secrets. Like what if they want you per se?
They do want me.
Well,
we don't know that actually.
yeah, what happens when they do want you? Do we just sign it over and give them you in the book?
And then the book blows up, and then we're in a weird contract situation where maybe we still use our on loan to them.
You'd have to use that.
We have to
Yeah.
take
Well,
it by
first of all, I am not agreeing or signing any contract where I am loaning myself out to a criminal enterprise
Well, it's a
that
good point.
kidnaps my brother.
I mean, I did it to get through college, so
Yes, well, we're not all you, Louis.
Point
true.
is, you're going to refuse them if they want to take you prisoner.
Yes.
Yeah. No
Okay.
question about it.
And they're clearly gonna want the information. If we can, what if we can bargain with them?
Hey, maybe we can bluff and tell them that the assassin. I'm sorry, I forgot the assassin's name.
Oleander.
Oleander.
Oleander. We can always tell them that they're straight up working for us.
I,
Risky.
I don't think that's a good idea. That's a pretty hard bluff to call for someone as chaotic as that person.
Or we can make something up saying Oleander's at the throat of your leader as we speak.
Well, they could
If-
easily
if-
disprove that
But
Yeah,
yeah.
true.
And plus, who is the leader?
since we are meeting presumably with the big man.
Wait,
I
I
mean,
have a
technically, it might be difficult to prove it because if Oleander is currently someone else, I mean, you're scrying a spell on your brother scrying on her, that's a risk. Is like most
I
profitable.
mean, if you're a skilled rogue, you would probably know how to hide from some of these things, especially if she was as good as you say she is. So I think we should go in. If there's any bluffs, it has to be on our end, to where they can't prove it.
So I am an exceptional liar.
Louis is gonna
I-
raise his
Say
eyebrows like
something
really
like it's
hard.
very clear
Wait a
that
minute.
I'm lying.
It's okay. I'll do the talking again. I'll do the talking.
So yeah, let's stay on our toes.
Is there anything in case of a fight that might aid any of you?
Um,
Above game, I'm trying to ask if there's any like buffs or debuffs you might want in case we fight.
I just hit things from up close.
Yeah, you all do.
I
I'm-
know.
I'm pretty handy with my Eldritch Blasts. I can hit things from a range.
That's true.
Okay, so we got.
I have up to 120 feet. If need, I'm also very stealthy, so if need be, I can always hide in the back or something like that. Depends on where we're going.
Okay.
Do we know what the layout of this place is by any chance, or is that just completely?
Nope.
No, we don't
Okay.
even know where we're going.
We don't even know who
we'll
we're
find
meeting.
out. So if I can sneak away somehow, I'd be down to put myself in a position to backstab.
I think they all know. I think they know about all four of them.
Yeah.
Yes.
They do now because
So
obviously
they
it's
definitely want all four of them.
Can I help you, man?
But there's nothing that says that we can't, sneak in Sylvia's mom as long as they don't scry on her or we stop them from scrying on her.
Well, why does Sylvia's mom need to be there? Rebecca froze. Oh, nope, she's back.
She doesn't need to be there, but she could be there.
Becca will
She's-
find a way for that to not happen.
Look, you don't want me to balance this around y'all having a level 14 ally, okay? Y'all don't want me to do that.
Also, we need someone to defend the horde of kids that are currently inside of this house.
Well, no, they're at the beach with my father.
Oh, your father just
They're
took them?
away.
Yeah.
Just your father?
We sent them off.
Yes. No. Wait, the housekeepers were there.
Okay. Do the housekeepers know how to fight?
No.
Well,
All those monsters that you have living at your house will know how to fight.
I think her mother knows unseen
Maybe.
service. She's fine.
Ish.
So we try to convince them. If that doesn't work, we try to convince them with the book. If that doesn't work, it's just a fight for our lives.
Well, yes, convincing them with the book starts a fight, so
I mean,
Hopefully
it
it
doesn't
ends well.
have to if we can get away.
yes, it could kill them straight out.
Well, if they're anything like me, ton of bards, maybe. As I hold up my noodle arm.
You can barely hold it up. It's like,
Man, holding this rapier is just so much. Like holding a great sword.
You chose this for yourself.
Yes, I two-hand my
did.
rapier. Okay. So unless we have anything else to discuss before the meeting, guess it's a good time to go to bed.
All right, pitter patter. Let's get at her.
Yeah.
I go to talk to my mom.
Okay. You find her. She's working with the book, and you can tell she's still enchanting it. And look, you can see scattered around her like several. From a quick glance, you can tell several different versions of a similar thing, all written in. She uses this practice ink when she's that keeps it inert until she's ready to do the real thing. And she doesn't even notice you come in. She's busy scribbling away.
Well, shopping was a bust.
I'm not that surprised. Feel free to
Yes.
take anything here, of course.
What's here?
You could go digging in the attic.
Is that where they keep the legendary weapons?
Not as far as you're aware, but your dad does keep a lot of odd souvenirs. I
Finds a deck of many things.
No. That's how games end.
Says you.
Yes.
Party starts.
Anyways.
I was trying to fit more than one enchantment, but there's just not enough space.
Oh. Yes, that would be a lot, I think.
How she looks up at you awkwardly. How are you doing?
Wonderful. Great. Terrible.
She digs under her desk and pulls out a bottle of hard whiskey.
Mother, you know me so well. I like how you also called it hard whiskey.
I don't know alcohol.
I know.
It's fine. It's the really this stuff. This will take the will get you drunk very quickly if you do drink it.
Is this a good idea though to be doing around rather high level enchantments?
I mean, probably not, but
Any occasion calls for it, and I take a swig.
Yeah, she seems to start putting things away in frustration, takes the book, and she starts setting out. She puts a rather large diamond straight on top of it and she gets out her nice chalk that is enchanted with arcane properties to enhance spellcasting, and starts actually laying out the spell. And not more than a minute goes by before she hands it to you, and it looks, as the spell finishes, the entire book is covered in writing, and you could see how there would be a hard focus to try to interlay more magic into it, especially.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
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 Frozen.
DM, yes.
She's gone.
DM, where art thou?
Where art thou?
As
Oh,
Oh, oh.
Oh, ah?
Hello?
Okay.
Yes.
Hi.
Hello.
You said
Um,
something about it covered in writing.
Yeah, it's absolutely positively glowing with green runes, and the final touch as she casts, and you can see the heat pouring from her hands as the fire spell is enveloped in the rune, and the diamond melts into the ink before it shimmers and disappears and looks like it was never touched.
Amazing.
Be very careful with this.
Terrifying. Yes. Yes.
And she hands it very carefully, and you are officially armed.
Yeah, with the fucking pipe bomb.
Oh no.
It's a pipe bomb.
The only reason I'm okay with this plan is because you very purposely cannot be caught in the radius.
Yes, this is correct.
Mm.
Though those that are caught in the radius might be quite cross.
Yes. I have also gotten word from Zareen. She's close to land. I don't know
Wonderful.
when exactly, but she does say she'll be coming.
Did you warn her about the 24 children?
As best I could.
Oh,
she's
I would
aware,
love to
and
see the look on Constance's face when she comes home.
oh,
Ugh.
me too. That is quite an amusing thought. Yes, I'll be going to get her as soon as she's available, and hopefully, if we're lucky, she said she'll be in sometime tomorrow. So hopefully
Well,
it'll
that's
be in
something.
time. And then she'll be in, because of the children, they'll be sending a boat soon after, but that'll take some more doing.
True. Well,
Unfortunately, she's nowhere near a teleportation circle. Otherwise, I could maybe send her through. But
yes, I think that would be quite counterintuitive for an island full of thieves to have a teleportation circle in it.
quite the security risk, though I have argued with her about it. Well,
Well, at least one
You-
of your children will be coming home tomorrow.
both of my children will be.
I do like finger guns.
Come on, you look like you need a distraction, and I know I've sent your notes off already, but I do have some of them, and she pulls out what looks like magically made copies. A magically made copy of some of the untranslated books.
Oh,
It's
wow.
always good to have a backup and never send all of your research
Oh,
into
God, yes.
one file.
You know, I really need to talk to someone about enchanting something where when I write in one book, it shows up in another one in a safe place.
That is an interesting thought, and certainly something that could have been very useful in.
Yes, it was
cases.
not something I had thought of until quite recently, where the risk of losing everything became very real.
She looks distracted, and you can start to see the gears starting to turn in her mind. And she's like, "Well, maybe I can use." And she starts scribbling down on paper once again.
I'll leave you to it. I should probably sleep.
Good luck, dear. You bet. I yeah.
Whenever I ever needed it.
You'll be all right. And she throws herself back into the new distracting problem you've thrown at her.
Wonderful. I take the book and I'm like, I don't know what to do with this.
It's quite thick too. It's
Yeah.
the one with the very thin papers, and you could tell that
The phone book.
Mm-hmm. She didn't trust the papers inside. It's when you saw it, the wrapping was all around the cover.
Okay, so don't get 60 feet from me. Perfect. This is doable. Gonna sleep with a book. Not the first time. Probably not the last.
Not even that,
fine.
honestly, really.
And I also go to bed.
All right. Is anyone else doing anything tonight?
Can I use my last little bit of detect magic to kind of scan the house of anything out of place? Or at least my
Roll
room?
an investigation check for me, please.
Oh. Come on, 9.
It's hard to tell. It's the same problem you ran into earlier. If this house has a lot of ambient magic, having a powerful spellcaster and an enchantress at that. There's lots of little odds and ends that are just randomly enchanted. The contain magic and slight magic, and there does seem to be a certain amount of ambiance to the air that's hard to separate. Like, well, okay, yeah, there's magic around, but it's hard to tell if there's anything out of place.
Well, ooh. I'm just gonna go to bed and switch out detect magic for silence.
Okay. All right. Anyone else?
Mm-hmm.
I'm happy.
Okay. Everyone has a tense hush falls over the house as everyone quietly goes to sleep, getting ready for the morning. Everyone, Sylvia, your dreams are plagued once again with static, and it almost feels the worst. You feel like your anxiety makes it even harder to parse. But you are able to get a full night's rest. Mel, your dreams are comforting in a way that is very familiar to you, and you don't see anything in particular, but you are buffeted by the warmth of your goddess and a surety and sense that whatever will happen tomorrow, you have her trust in doing her will and doing the right thing. Louis, your dreams are not supernatural in any sense of the word, just racked with anxiety and a bit of there is a bit of lightness, and you do remember the old times when you were in school and happy, and maybe it's just seeing his face on that poster or how much you're concerned for him, but you do have dreams of Coco that night. Mostly nothing specific, just the soft, quiet moments that you share with the person you love.
Is it possible to cry in your sleep? I can just imagine he's just sitting there and then just like a single tear.
Yeah, you can wake up with tears. That's
That's
fine.
sad.
It's just dry.
Yeah. So Zach,
Uh-oh.
your dreams are once more racked with darkness, and you have a sense of drowning and a sense of the hunger feels even deeper than it did before, almost like the taste you fed it has only made the darkness deeper. Do you spend your dreams chased or being chased?
Chasing.
The night is filled with howls.
Interesting. Okay.
Everyone wakes up. So Zach, you are still filled with this pit of hunger, though you do not feel any weaker. And in fact, you feel somewhat restored. Go ahead and give yourself back the ability scores that the gnawing hunger took away.
Awesome.
Yeah, this is dawn of the final day. What do you do?
I'm like, I get up and I'm like clutching the book.
Like, oh yeah,
you
bomb.
You think you can feel the energy humming inside of it, but you're not sure if that's psychosomatic or the actual magical hum of a 7th level spell being encased within.
Is there like a mirror in my room? In the room I'm sleeping in?
Yeah, there's like a mirror in the closet.
Alrighty. Yeah, he's just gonna wake up, and kind of clean up his face, clean up his hair as best as possible, and like start to like psych himself up in the mirror.
Yeah. Alright, you're familiar with that routine. And you give yourself a little pep talk. Today's the day. Is there anything you want to accomplish today before we head into a confrontation of some sort or another?
Is that you asking or is that Robin asking?
Yes, that is
Oh.
me asking.
No.
Yeah, let's go for it.
Okay.
No, I guess not.
Let's start the
Yeah,
festivities.
I'm ready as anyone. Time to sign a contract and shake hands.
Also remember, keep your surface level thoughts down under. That makes sense.
What if my surface level thoughts are just fuck you over and over again?
They'll be able to hear it, so go ahead. Just don't say in your head, "Hey, this book is a bomb." Also,
Sorry.
I kind of like wait. Hold on.
Whatever you
Wait,
do.
before I say that, is Robin in the house?
He is not.
All right.
Last you saw
Okay.
him, he was outside in his little dome. He set up
So
a
yeah.
tent.
I'm just curious how useful he is as a surveillance system if he's just not surveilling.
He knows we're here. He knows we're asleep. I mean, his job is just to make sure we don't do something catastrophic, like another orphanage.
Yes, of course, that would be awful.
That's the first one was so much
Part
fun.
2.
We had fun. Also, I'm gonna wait till everybody. I'm gonna make some coffee and then wait for everybody to get downstairs.
Mhm.
Yes, also drinking coffee.
Yeah. You see your mother asleep on her desk. She looks like she's snoozing over her books.
Wait, is it just me and Sylvia?
Yeah, we're the only ones that are up so far.
No, this is
No? I mean, down to everyone can wake up at their normal pace. So they could
I
also
feel
Uh,
like Mel would be awake, but like stretching and like exercising. Like
Mm-hmm.
so yeah,
Hello,
as
cattail.
so yeah, as I'm gonna also make Sylvia a cup of coffee and just hand it to
Oh,
her.
wonderful. Thank you.
Yeah. No
I
problem.
put the book on the table.
Yeah, today's the day.
Whatever the fuck that means.
They
Everything it entails. Let's stay frosty, friends. I've come downstairs looking hungrier than usual.
well, there's
Well,
bread
Lenore's
somewhere.
not here to make breakfast, but you can help yourself to whatever's in the kitchen.
You get the impression that this isn't just a physical hunger. That
Oh,
there's something else going on.
I mean, let's not deal with this for like one day. Like,
You just tone it down like once.
it's just
No,
like,
it's-
look. Hopefully, God. uh,
Uh,
so yeah, as I'm
Mel.
kind of, I was gonna mind if I
Oh.
do something real quick.
I was just gonna say Mel probably comes down pretty soon because I assume she wakes up early to do exercises,
Mhm.
so you can have a group discussion. Sorry, I'm not here.
Okay.
no, you're not.
But the DM is omnipresent.
Hmm.
Yeah. So yeah, Louis just gonna continue like, kind of staring into his coffee.
See anything interesting in there, Louis?
Huh? Oh, no.
No,
Just
I know reading tea leaves is a thing. I'm not sure about coffee grounds.
says get ready.
I'm feeling pretty good about our chances today, everyone.
Ah,
Yeah, Louis also doesn't respond and is still just staring into the coffee. You know what? So Zach, I have a question. As
Shoot.
as someone from your background, what do you do when all your sins come back to you?
When all my sins?
Yes, when all of your sins come back to you.
Well, I suppose the only thing to do is to face them head on. Does one really have any other choice?
Suppose I don't.
Personally,
Oh God, the milk
I've
comes
tried
downstairs.
Mel.
Oh, sorry.
No,
Sorry,
milk.
what'd you say, Mel?
personally, I think it's best to remember that as long as that you always tried your best. That's best you could, and regrets now in hindsight now doesn't change what you knew back then and your ability back then. And that you have grown from those mistakes. You're ready to face them on now.
So Zeka at first is giving Mel a blank stare, but that quickly morphs to a sly grin. And he says, "Yeah, I can agree with that. I like the sound of it."
Sure.
So, well, today's the day. I guess I face my sins full on. Well, face head first, or whatever you said.
How about you? How do you have any sins that are catching up to you?
Are you pointing to? Are you asking Louis or are you asking
Ye-
Sylvia?
I'm asking Louis.
This whole situation, like literally, everything, everything that we are dealing with currently is because of me.
I wouldn't go that far. I think it started because of me. It's my research they want.
I believe we would have gotten in trouble one way or another, so you shouldn't put too much pressure on yourself. I think some things in this universe have a tendency to fall in line as they were intended.
Guess we'll see.
Yeah, it's not. My sins aren't just an effect on me. It was an effect on others, and then an effect on others. I did a lot of selfish things to get by, and realizing how all the pieces have just been falling in line. How no matter what I do to try to get away from the hardest path or get away from what I need to do, it's just gonna continue coming back. But hopefully today this nightmare ends.
Let's close this loop.
He's gonna down the rest of his coffee and press a dissertation in his suit again.
I sure hope it ends. There's certain things that need to be worth the outcome. Needs to be worth something.
Uh-oh, I'm frozen.
Oh no,
Uh-oh.
it
You
happens.
are?
It's probably.
On the
Hello?
camera, at least.
Why'd you say that in your accent?
Test-
I
Testing, 1, 2, 3. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Yes.
you're good, you're good.
Oh,
Hold on.
yeah.
Oh, you're moving at like 2
Maybe.
FPS. You're moving at 2 FPS, big dog.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's just
can you hear my
moving
voice
really
at least?
slow and freezing
Yeah, we
up,
can hear
and
you. Oh, there you
Okay,
are.
good.
That's
I'll just be a little
intentional.
laggy.
It'll catch up eventually.
Fine.
Yeah, exactly.
Or later. Yeah.
Win, your food's not there.
Also,
So-
oh yeah, hold on. I kind of asked the group, what do we do about, as I kind of spell out Zyle. Still, in the bag.
The way I figure it, maybe we can take out his old company before deciding or figure that. Let me try this.
I believe in you.
Mel chokes on a bit of her breakfast and continues.
I like pat her on the back.
The way I figure it, it would be a lot easier to convince him to try new ways if his old ways are burned down.
Well, that's in case we have that, but we have to revive them.
Well, yes, but that's totally possible.
How long do they have to be dead until you can revive them?
What?
It's
I think
been
we
a
said
week.
that.
There's no
I think we
time
said
limit.
that there's no time limit. We
Oh.
can literally get a tooth.
My thing was a different
Um,
spell of a different. Hey, you come back after. What was it?
No, yeah, the spell was a little broken.
No, there's another one that druids know.
Oh, yeah.
Reincarnate.
Yeah, reincarnate. There you
Whoa.
go. Yeah, you just come back as a different race, which is annoying.
It's different everything.
It sounds funny until it happens.
Wait, a
to you.
different everything?
Yeah.
Wait, you can change
Well,
class too?
Wow.
No,
Oh.
but like different. Yeah.
I think, yeah.
It sounds
sounds-
pretty neat.
That
Let's
sounds
keep that in our
awful.
back pocket.
A spell to just automatically re-roll a character with just all the memories, the same personality.
I feel like if you had all the memories, you wouldn't change class.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like you could change class in some ways. Like, maybe you're not a sorcerer anymore because even though you have the memories, you're not
If I
magically
Yeah.
attuned or something. Or maybe you don't have the strength to be a paladin.
yeah, but it's
But
gonna be weird,
You
like
would still
going back.
have some weird benefits from it.
Yeah, it's weird going back to your changeling family as like a fire genasi.
Yeah, pretty much. Anyway, that is neither here nor there because y'all don't know any high level druids in any case. So the day passes in 6
So
and starts.
They're supposed to message us, right? That's how this works.
I'm pretty sure Robin would come and get us.
Yeah. You see Robin chilling on the porch. He's eating an apple.
Apple from whatever. I hope the animals super fucked with them last night.
Oh yeah, I bet.
Yeah,
What's
imagine.
my spider's name?
Annabelle?
I wonder if Annabelle came to him.
Well, here's the thing: you can see outside of the tent at all times. So basically, imagine you just have to sleep with this giant spider just towering above you,
Just vibing.
just vibing.
Just vibing. You
Doing
know,
spider things.
Annabelle might be one of the few creatures that could get through a dome.
Yeah,
What?
'cause she's blinking.
That's
Changes
awful.
everything.
Oh, I guess Sully could too, huh?
Yeah, Sully could too.
That sounds awful. Just we have this hut up. We're safe. Oof. So I kind of open the door to Robin and go, so are you just gonna come and get us, or when does it start? Can we start early?
Yeah. Should be about, I think, sundown. But I'll get a message and let y'all know.
Could we, expedite the schedule a little bit?
I mean,
Come
I mean, you can ask.
I'm not sending a message. I'm not burning that. You burn that.
let's see. Any advantage to being earlier or later?
No, we're just waiting.
Yes,
I guess
the anxiety.
theoretically they might not be everything.
Or maybe they have a
Okay.
schedule.
Drugs.
Yeah, I look towards Robin. Like, on a scale of 1 to 10, how important do you feel this is?
It being on time? Well, I'm not gonna ask him to do it.
I mean, this is situation from the outside looking in.
Oh, you mean like how seriously are they taking it?
Well, sure.
Uh,
That question works.
Pretty seriously. I mean, the clock. We don't move ourselves to such efforts for nothing. You certainly got somebody's attention.
I mean, I don't think you guys lose an orphanage every day either. I would be very surprised if.
Yeah, that is true. It's been a bit hell to.
It's a shame
Hundred-
about all those missing children.
they're probably
Yeah,
better off on
shame.
Wait, I
that.
thought he know. Oh.
What are you thinking right now, Sylvia?
Oh.
Oh.
No, it's still just like a constant stream of like I'm pretty sure that my brain is just picturing me punching him in the face.
All right, go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw, okay.
Yeah.
Nat 20.
Oh my God.
I just want
You
to think that she can literally like not just like deflect the thoughts, but actually send him like a perfect picture, a moving picture of her stabbing him in the head.
Not even
No.
stabbing,
No,
just
I'm
like
kidding.
punching
Do the
him.
monk.
Yeah, it's more like me grabbing him by the collar and just like pummeling him in the face.
Right. And
You
just all of
actually,
his-
it's very slight, but with your passive insight, you actually see him flinch away a little bit.
Is that a problem?
No problem.
I can just see her
He's
like
not meaning your eye.
I can just see her pummeling him like a Smash Brothers character. So okay, I guess we wait until then. All right.
Yeah.
I don't feel like insulting him. I'm just gonna go back inside.
What are you thinking as you leave?
Man, I just want to get this over with. That's kind of why I asked him. Like, man, imagine you just wake up and you know you have something really important, but it's at like 6 p.m.
Yeah.
So now you
can't do anything for the rest of the day. Like,
now you're just sitting there, just like, damn.
Yeah.
I really just want to get this over with.
Okay. The rest of the day passes in fits and starts. And time does seem to slow to a crawl at times, and sometimes, but it also you lose track of it a little bit, especially as it gets closer.
I'm like doing what Mel was doing earlier with like stretches and sparring sort of exercises.
Yeah. Right before sunset, Sylvia, you get a message, in your mother's voice, and she says, "I've got the call. She's made landfall. I'll be back as soon as I can."
Wonderful. We
Be
still
safe.
don't know when we're. Can I respond? Is
You
this
can.
like a
This is,
send a message?
yes. This is message.
Uh,
The spell. Your mother has been
uh,
avoiding Robin, as far as you can tell.
Fair. I guess I send back. We are still waiting to hear from them. No updates, but they said before sunfall.
Good luck.
Also, there's a body in the bushes.
We're gonna make an immediate just what?
Yeah, I think it was Mel's assassin friend killed one of the claw guards that was apparently spying on the house and hid the body in the bushes. Right by the front door. That might be why it smells a bit.
There's a pointed silence. It just says, "We'll deal with that later."
That's what I said.
How come Robin hasn't said anything? Whatever.
I mean, you left it hidden as far as I'm aware.
Yeah,
Yeah, but it still stinks.
Maybe he just thinks it's the animals.
Yeah, you haven't checked if it's been disturbed since you saw it. She sends one last message. All right, luck. Hopefully, I'll be back in time. I'm leaving now. I love you. Goodbye.
I love you too.
Right, and yeah, there's no reply. At around that time, about 10 minutes after the sun has set, is anyone keeping an eye on Robin?
I probably
Yeah,
am,
that's-
honestly.
I mean, we're not
Yeah,
doing
I'll watch
shit.
him like a hawk.
Yes. What are we gonna be doing?
Yeah, he's mostly been, looking as harmless as possible. Like, don't punch me. It's fine. You don't have to punch
I'm
me.
just the
It's fine.
messenger.
Haven't gotten punched yet.
You can tell, and you can tell at about 10 minutes past sunset, he goes still from his fiddling, and tilts his head to the side for a second. Says, "All right, be on our way." And he looks at Melissa, who's been the kindest so far, and says, "All right, that's the call. I'll lead you there."
Oh,
Keep up.
let me let them know.
Keep up with me.
Is that a threat?
I mean,
you know what
you
we're
can
about.
see him want to say something and then just not.
He's like,
I guess I stick the book in my pack.
Do you leave anything behind? Or not take something
Like-
with you? Or do you take the copies of the research with you? That your mother made? Or do you leave those stashed away?
Yeah, I think I hid those in my room probably.
Okay.
Or like if we have like a lockbox. We probably
Yeah,
have
there's
like a lockbox.
there's definitely a lockbox.
Also, can I
Yeah, it's
pocket?
been
Like, what's
Oh,
that?
sorry, can I pocket one of their instruments?
Yeah.
Are you
Mm.
stealing from my family?
Are you
It's-
trying
Who
to
have
steal?
so kindly
I'm not.
housed you
I'm not
and
trying to
fed
steal it.
you?
I'm trying to pick it up. Like I'll pick it up in front of you, and put
Oh, okay.
Zyle's lyre in the bag of holding.
Ah,
Smart.
yes. What? I mean, there's a lot of instruments around. What kind of instrument do you want to pick up?
I'll just take the classic bard guitar.
Okay, yeah, easily done. It's like decorated with little image, like it's a deep blue and decorated with like images of waves, and every once in a while you see like a little tiny sailboat decaled across the front.
Awesome. Hopefully this is not magical. If it is. Um.
Yeah. Hold on. Robin, once he sees you're all gathered, takes off, and starts, heads into the city. So y'all take the cart again?
Um.
I guess it depends on what he's doing. Is he making it seem like we should take the cart, or is it this a walking thing?
Yeah, you notice a horse has, been delivered at some point to the outside of your estate, and he hops on. He's like, "Come on."
All right, we're doing
In we
no.
go.
We'll take
Let's
separate
hitch up the-
vehicles.
Yeah, let's not take a cart because that makes like if we have to bust off in different directions,
Well, no, we're
the cart
not.
makes that difficult.
No, we're not trying to bust off in different directions. We just, rather have our own ride that's probably not equipped with something to kill us just in case. As I'm trying to convince our way to driving a separate cart.
Oh wait, I
Like-
thought we would just take our own horses and then he
Yeah,
would
there's-
take his horse.
Oh.
There's horses.
Oh, we have horses?
I
Well,
mean, how did you
Sylvia
think you drew
does.
the cart?
I didn't know we have enough horses for all of us individually.
Let me check.
How
what
many
I see.
horses were there?
There are 2 horses. However, there are also 2 hippogriffs. If you like, Sylvia could probably ride a hippogriff.
Yeah.
It's been done before. They're saddle trained, though not the easiest ride.
So I have one that I trained
Yeah,
from
well,
a wee
you
chick.
wouldn't have any problem. You would probably
Yeah.
take Dorian.
I can
Yeah, I
probably
take Dorian.
I said, oh, that we can probably, hitch one-on-one. Like
So
two on
there's
a horse.
Yeah, do 2
Yeah.
on a horse. 2 people could ride.
I mean, we're light enough if Mel takes off her armor.
Also, I feel like Sozak and Louis could count as
oh
one
yeah,
person
Sozak
on a
and Louis
horse.
could very easily, do
Oh
one.
yes, the spellcasters.
Yeah.
Uh,
So yeah, Mel can take her horse. Sylvia can take a hippogriff, and then me and Sozak will share a horse.
yeah.
Sounds good.
Because I don't want to fly a hippogriff.
I can fly
Yeah.
away.
Yeah, you take off into the city, and Robin leads you into the city. And then at a certain point, he's like, "All right, you'll probably want to." There's entering the city. There's stables, basically for people who want to stable their horses. Incoming, if that makes sense. So they don't have to bring them to the city, and so he stops there and boards his horse, and he looks at you to do the same.
Are you paying?
He rolls his eyes. He speaks to this stable keeper for just a second,
Y'all,
Yeah,
y'all,
they-
y'all do take hippogriffs, right?
Dorian, your parents have had to stable Dorian and Neil before. They have they have an arrangement worked out.
Fair.
You actually don't have to pay. Your parents have a season pass, so to
perfect.
speak.
Yeah, they have like the toll card.
Yeah, exactly. Specifically for Dorian and Neil, and they're taken off to a separate stable where they won't bother the rest of the horses that are maybe not as trained to handle resting with predators.
Fair.
Though you can imagine, yeah, it might have been more of a problem if you didn't have that. But yeah, eventually the rest of you are waved ahead without having to pay a cent. Although you did notice, especially Sylvia, you noted no coin passed hands, to be fair.
Oh, this is a claw establishment. Oh no.
Not necessarily. They could just have leverage.
Yeah.
Like you had a season pass and you still tried to make them pay out of spite.
We had the season pass. What are you talking? We pay for the flash pass. So yeah, we park the horses.
Yeah, and he leads. Robin leads you further into the city, and if anyone wants to try to keep track of where you are, make a survival check right now.
I will
Alright.
do that.
I
am good at that.
Can I do
18.
Can I do
Ooh.
two things? Well,
What's that?
I want to do the survival check, but I also just want to go back to original form, Louis.
Yeah.
All right, come on. 9. Oh my god. Okay, getting the bad rolls out.
That's the hope.
Mel and so Zach.
Yep.
I'm good actually.
I wanna.
Mel's just like, I'm gonna be lost no matter what.
Yeah.
I'm gonna rely on Sylvia.
Fair
Oh,
enough.
I do want to keep on extra alert. I want to be watching anybody we come in contact with. I want to be sort of I want to try to pick up on
Make a
what they're
perception check.
Yeah.
That be perception or insight?
Perception. You got to spot on first.
Oh, okay.
15.
You don't see anybody that seems to be particularly following you.
Gotcha.
And to be fair, you're moving through like the backs of stores and through alleys, and you're ducking in and all, and you are moving too quickly and through too many twists and turns to even keep up. Sylvia, you have a vague approximation of where you might be in the city, but even you get a little bit turned around. But you think you could at least find your way out, but you're not sure if you could find your way exactly to this spot again, if that makes sense, without further study. Everyone else is just completely lost. There are so many twists and turns, and you're somewhere in the southern side of the city, mostly from the places, the type of place you're in, but you have no idea other than, hey, you're still in Brennan Hall. And eventually, you make your way. Hold on. I had a thing. Where did I put this thing? Question. Sorry.
Hey, fine. Take your time.
Yeah. There it is. Eventually, you make your way to what seems to be a warehouse. As far as you can tell, it's an old wooden and stone building. Also, hello, did we lose Andrew?
No, he's
out of
here.
existence.
Yeah, he's just shrouded in darkness.
So Zach has become one with the darkness.
Yeah. Getting really in character.
Yeah, do you need a second to try to fix that? Now would be the time for a break before we go any further.
Yeah, I'll take a second to fix this.
Okay.
I'm gonna drink some
Use the
water.
bathroom, make a coffee.
Yeah, 5-minute
Alright.
break.
I already have coffee.
Whole
Well-
9 yards. The connection
E.
drop.
Wait,
Mm.
the connection to
Some
your
reason.
phone.
Oh, so I have to set that up beforehand. Okay.
Ooh.
Oh, discovering things.
Mm.
There we go.
There we go.
Hey.
That's what I'm talking
I'm gonna get the
about.
bathroom real quick.
Yeah, I think I'll do the same.
Everyone, I'll be right back.
Wait, y'all don't have bottles?
Okay, to be fair, the game is only like 2 to 3 hours. Like, you shouldn't need bottles.
Y'all don't wear diapers during the game?
Amazing.
Oh, well.
Mm. He's good so far?
Oh, Cecil. I love you. Thank you. I take that as an I love you too.
Aw. Being a good boy.
For once. He's not trying to play with Gwen, who doesn't want to play with him.
Welcome back.
Oh, look, it's the boy.
No.
Everyone's favorite boy.
Yeah,
Isn't that right? Are you going to get into my lap? He says yes.
Oh,
He says, yes, I am.
he's moral support. Mm.
Okay. Good boy, Cecil.
Earned.
No,
Hello, welcome
don't
back.
arch your back into the mic.
Yay! Alright, is that everybody back?
I believe so.
Is Robert there?
Yeah, I'm here. I was the only.
Okay,
yes.
cool. Yeah, that's the Fellowship then.
Wait, what?
The Fellowship, like Lord of the Rings.
Oh, that's also
Wow,
another movie.
Robert.
That's also
Yeah,
a
what
movie
kind
I've
of
never
nerd
seen.
are you?
Wait, what?
I've never seen Lord of the
Repeat
Rings.
this sentence for me.
I have worse. I have worse sins.
Do you know?
I've never watched a single Harry Potter movie ever.
I mean,
That's
that ended up
acceptable.
being
That's a
being a
good
good
thing.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Your mind
The
isn't
actors
polluted
were
by
cool,
the AstroTurf herself.
Mhm. I had to
But
feel so
Lord of the
funny.
Rings.
Lord of the Rings did nothing. Well, did
I mean,
less things wrong.
Yeah.
Less things.
I don't know what's going on, but okay.
It's okay. We don't have to get into the
Good.
sins of media.
Yeah.
yeah. If Tolkien was a turf, he's dead, so it doesn't matter. No one knows.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Tolkien even feminist?
I have no idea.
I don't know.
Probably
There's
not.
like
I
Did he-
mean, there was Eowyn.
I haven't
Yeah.
read or watched the Lord of the Rings, but like, was there even a female character that was like?
Ar-
Eowyn.
Arwen, Eowyn, Galadriel. There's
I don't know.
that's 3.
There's like none.
Considering how many male characters there were, though, that's a fair consideration.
Oh wait,
Yeah.
who dropped?
Yeah,
Wait,
but to be fair, Eowyn does pretty much.
wait, Rebecca, did you
like,
log out of roll
she-
20?
She
Yes,
ends
I
the
did.
war.
Yeah, pretty much.
true.
So
She becomes the most important character.
yeah.
No man can slay me.
You know what? I would totally pay for a Totally Spies movie.
Ooh. I haven't watched that show in
Anyway.
forever.
Did I cut this off?
Yep.
Nope.
Okay.
Back in. I fixed what I needed to fix. We have Andrew back. Alright, so you see a warehouse before you. And I just realized I don't have. Yeah. You see a Cellaret warehouse before you. And Robin's like, alright, this is where my part ends. Good luck. Yeah. And
Hold on. I'm weighing my options here.
yeah. He is not within 5 feet of you, I will point out.
I
Okay.
move very fast.
I
Yes, you do.
like
He
prepare an
definitely
action.
has started backing away as he's saying.
Fine.
I mean, you can do it if you want.
No.
Don't let us catch you in
I
the
just hope
streets.
I'll see him again.
Yeah.
Don't-
He'll be around.
We see you in the streets, you're done, kid. You're done.
Yeah. All right.
So I kind of look at everybody and remember, do not leave any important information on the surface level of your mind. Please let me.
Perfect.
I'll try to do most of the talking. If anything, I lost my train of thought. If anything happens, just know we've been prepared. And thank you. And I'm going to open the door.
Okay.
Yep.
You walk in and
You built
Be
it in
aware.
Minecraft.
Here we go.
Wonderful.
You see an empty warehouse, though it doesn't seem out of use so much as temporarily empty. And before you, you see 3 figures. A tall elf with blonde hair and a severe looking face. He looks old even for an elf, which is impressive. You see someone that seems to be more guard-like, more peon level uniform of the claw and the black shrouded cloaks and the face mask pulled up over their nose. Practicing social distancing. No, they're not. They're not right next to each other. Yes, like that, V. And you also see a tall woman next to the elf who has what is she? Who looks like she has some armor on. Blonde, with light blue eyes, and she seems, especially next to the elf besides her, she seems strong, whereas the one besides her seems almost frail in a way that doesn't necessarily speak of illness so much as leisure and not needing to move oneself and keep
She's
fit.
been coddled.
No, I'm sorry, that's the elf.
Oh.
She has a lot of muscles.
Gotcha.
So there's one
Yeah.
with muscles and one with no muscles.
Yes. So let me pull y'all over. Here we go.
Battle map.
And I would like you to go ahead and kick us to the map screen, Robert.
Oh, we've been on the map screen.
Okay, good. So this is the elf. And yes, I'm aware that's a familiar picture. Don't worry about it. Oh, did we lose a rope? Oh no. Okay.
No. What?
I thought someone froze. And then this is the woman that's standing beside him, looking bored, and she looks like she's looking around, and keeping guard.
Can I do some kind of insight to like size each one of them up?
Sure. What are you thinking?
Yeah, same.
I'm just like, kind of like, what's their deal? Like, who's the spellcaster? Who's the leader? Who's who? And I'll let them know in my mind. I don't care. 21.
Fuck 'em.
Yeah, I'm
And-
probably thinking similar things.
Yeah. So there definitely does seem to be a clear delineation of leadership. It's very clear that the elf in the middle has an air of authority and Hmm. You get the sense that he's used to getting his way in life, and in a way that's not only doesn't get told no, but people jump to do what he says
Mm.
in a way that's not even a question.
He is what people consider a boss.
um.
Okay. So, in an attempt to match his authority, I am going to transform my body so I'm like a
Yeah.
little bit tougher, a little bit strong looking.
Look like give yourself a little bit of muscle.
It's just like, oh, I'm no longer scrawny anymore. I've at least done some push-ups.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's not hard to get over. It's not. This is a familiar routine, but yeah, you buff yourself up and look presentable. Go ahead and make a performance check for like the air you walk into this warehouse with.
Oh, 13.
Okay. Yeah, do your best.
I'm also like,
Right.
my brain is, where the fuck is my brother?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me check one thing.
But
I am
Should I
sadly gonna go first.
I'm behind.
Please, I need Mel. I need like Mel like right
Okay.
behind me to catch me if something
Yeah,
happens.
probably.
Please, I have 45 HP.
I have 40. I have 49. You're not much worse off than me.
Dude, it's because thank God for I had like +0 to Constitution instead of like the negatives.
Right.
I would have been
That's
so
Yeah?
dead. So
You
dead.
start to approach, and you hear. Let me check something real quick. Sorry.
I think also my thoughts are probably like, don't talk, don't say anything, just keep your mouth shut. Shut the fuck up. You will not help anything by speaking.
All right. You hear in your mind as you
Oh,
all
wonderful.
approach. That's quite far enough. We can do business from here, as I think we all agree that we don't necessarily want to get too close to each other, now do we?
Sure.
Fun in that.
Is
And it's an old, kind of rickety voice.
is this
in your
a
brain.
is this interpersonal?
What's that?
I ask him, is the spell interpersonal? Am I able to speak with my companions at least, through my mind?
Speak with your companions as you will.
Huddle up.
There's a sense of
Like out
disinterest.
loud.
Yes.
Like out loud.
This is not.
How this magic works.
You know, getting into people's heads without asking is quite rude.
That's
Magic,
a good thing
Not
we're well
listening to
past
my own
manners, I-
advice.
Yeah.
magic requires consent.
I will not deign to shout across this distance.
Let's not.
You may speak at your normal volumes, I can hear.
So we're here. We've kept our word.
What is everyone thinking about, by the way?
Oh,
Lily, you don't have to
I'm
worry
thinking
about it. You
like,
have
well,
a ring
maybe
on.
I should just start screaming and maybe that'll blow out his eardrums.
That'll blow up my eardrums.
I'm kind of wondering how well prepared he is.
I am focused on keeping my composure. But it's mainly just like I'm mainly just talking to myself like be this,
Well,
be assertive.
Quick
Stick your
question
chest
though.
out.
I don't think anyone can read your mind anyways, right?
Yeah, Louis, right, I said, Louis, you do not have to worry about this. You have a ring on.
Awesome.
Out of curiosity, did Sylvia put on her perfume? Or is she saving that?
Ah, shit. Ah, shit.
I
Ah,
I
shit.
thought about it before we came in and then didn't do it.
Okay. That's enough.
Yeah.
What's my sleight of hand? Nah.
I mean, I have it.
You
It's
have
too
it.
late, Louis.
Right, she has it, whatever. She'll use it. when
Celia's
she-
the only one. Yeah. She'll use it if she needs to. Or not. She's very convincing.
I just use
Um,
violence.
all right. Well, down to business.
Indeed.
Yes, where the fuck is my brother?
Sylvia. Oh my god.
Here we
Also,
go.
the other hostage, Coco, as well.
Yes.
I-
Sorry.
I call out, we're not leaving here empty-handed. I hope you're prepared for that.
Quite.
For
You
your
have
sake.
made quite a nuisance of yourself already. You have no need to devolve into vulgar language. He waves his hand, and you see. So in that picture I showed you, there's a long corridor and several tables, and he is standing near the back. And above, at the very back, there is an elevated platform with deep curtains drawn in front of it. And when he waves his hands, the curtains are drawn back for just a moment, just long enough for you to see several figures.
Wait, several?
Several
I mean, they've got
figures
guards.
waiting behind the curtains. And Louis, you see a familiar face of the first thing you notice is the one who pulls the curtain aside seems to be another elf, not as old as Cardinal is, but still with a very fancy dress and golden hair and that air of arrogance that Starling always carries with him.
Oh, is that Starling?
That is Starling.
Why is everyone in this fucking clan beautiful? That is now going through Louis' mind. Oh my god.
And behind him, you see the first thing you notice is your loved ones. Coco and Nate are sitting quietly in a chair. Their hands are tied together, though they don't seem to be in pain. You can definitely tell. It's hard to tell their emotions from not only this distance, but for such a quick glance. But you don't see any wounds or anything like that. Beside them, you do see a half orc standing guard. He looks tall and muscular. And if I remember correctly, doesn't it? Has has a great axe behind him on his back. And he's just standing next to the hostages and next to the door. Starling gives a small wave and then pulls the curtain closed once again.
I
Just
also give a wave.
flipping off.
Um,
I'm trying. I am literally just focusing so hard on keeping my composure.
As you can see, they are fine and well, and if this concludes as expected, they will be returned to you, no harm done.
But
Before we get to that, he snaps his fingers and a piece of paper appears in front of your group, floating on a scroll.
Okay.
And it does, in fact, look to be a contract of some sort.
There it is, ladies and germs. Let's pour over it.
Oh my god, I should have been a lawyer. I was kidding.
I'm a bar specialization in law.
Haha, joke's on you, I minored in law.
All right,
Read
give
it.
it to us in the gory details. Sorry.
Right? Read at your leisure. And would you like me to read this out loud, or would someone else like to read this contract for the group? Or would
I'll
you
read
like
it.
to sign without reading it, which is also a possibility.
I'll read it. I shall read the contract. I shall grab the paper since I'm in the front and kind of
Okay.
turn around to the group.
The first thing you notice about this contract is that it is signed already at the bottom. Nate's and Coco's names have already been added to the ledger, though no others
Oh, you son of a bitch.
are on it.
Give me some white out.
Looks like they are. Can I ask something? Is there
You
any way
may.
to know that this contract wasn't signed under duress?
I don't see a notary.
Well, I can tell you that it was signed under duress, but they will
Okay.
be
Well,
held
then
to
isn't
it
it null and
nonetheless.
void?
No, magic isn't quite that fair. Unfortunately.
And
That's,
had their
know.
consent, even if it was under duress.
Then that's not consent.
Well, morally,
No.
no, but for magical contract land, yes.
I
These guys
promise you
don't
they
play
will
by
be
our
held to
rules.
the full edicts of this contract, whether or not you sign it. So think carefully before you decline.
I read it. I start to read it out loud because I'm kind of focused on that rather than talking
Okay.
shit
Yeah.
for the
Yeah,
first time.
I should probably not. I should probably read.
I'm looking over his shoulder, reading it as well.
Yeah. Robert, do you want to read it out loud for us?
Where is it?
Oh, did it? Oh, shit.
It has
Sorry.
not popped up. I was just waiting. It's like, oh, okay.
Okay, there you go.
Oh, that's a lot of
Oh,
words.
wow, okay.
This
I
contract
can
was
read it in. Sorry.
okay. So this contract was made with full consent of all parties to abide by its laws and edicts. I don't know. Edicts to be enforced through magical means. This contract is between 3 groups consisting of multiple individual parties. One signature of a representative of each group would be considered consent for the party as a whole. So any of us, if one of us write, we all write.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like pull out a debt. I'm just kidding. Any parties acting against the contract will have the magical penalties of breaking the contract. Will also void any and all parties' agreements of the contract. At such a time, the contract will be null and void and will cease to be magically enforced on those parties. Party A will henceforth be referred to it as Cardinal and those under the direct command.
Colloquially.
Colloquially. Known as the Claw Central Branch. What's a Central Branch? Party B.
You know that. That's everyone working in Brennan and Brennan Hall.
Party. Okay. Yeah. Party B will henceforth be referred to as the. We never gave you the name. I guess that's us, consisting of Sylvia Tate, Louis Vuitton, the one known as Melissa in quotes, and the one known as Sozak in quotes, as well as those of Rosaria Tate and Jasper Tate. Party C will henceforth be referred to as individuals Nathaniel and Coco Chanel. Nathaniel Tate and Coco Chanel. Party A and
Robert,
B.
I'm going to personally come fight you.
Did you not know that?
Change that last name. But we could do it later.
Party A and B agree to stay out of each other's way and do not direct a harm to each other. This specify includes not revealing the secrets of the other, not revealing the identities of the other, not directly or indirectly attacking the other party, and not interfering with their business opportunities or involving themselves in such without consent. Party A agrees to let Party C go free in the city of Brennenhall alive and without harm. Party A agrees to not interact with Party C and let them both live their lives as they will without further threats, capture, or harm. In return, Party C agrees to the same clause above as Party B and will neither reveal the secrets of Party A nor directly interfere or harm the Party A in any way. I'm gonna put a pin in something. Party B will tell A how to get to the location of the Alahan ruin found in the Roholden mountain range. Party B will also give visual descriptions and approximate coordinates of said ruins to Party A. Party B will not communicate about these ruins, their location, or anything found inside for a month and a day, on which they are free to share or publish any papers they like. If all the signers to this contract are dead, this contract is null and void for all parties. This contract lasts for a standard 15 years and will expire at such a time. Okay, so here, I'm literally just gonna put this down. So let's put an amendment in one place because it does say with or without knowledge. We at least need to inform each other of any interactions before the contract is null and void. Because if you mess with us and we tell you, you then have to stop and vice versa.
Also, it seems a bit
In case we,
unfair to hold someone responsible for doing something that they had no knowledge of doing.
we can
As you can see, this is quite generous. We can work on the lingo language if you would like.
What's the penalty?
How many people are in your central branch?
I do not feel I will not share that information.
And we want the
But
central. Okay.
it will include all claw members directly working underneath me and underneath Starlin.
Who do you have? Who do you have above you?
This
We're
is
really
going straight
pressing
to
our
the
luck.
top.
I can't.
No one works above me.
Insight this bitch.
Okay,
Yeah.
go for it.
Come on, +8. You got me right. 24.
Oh damn.
19.
Wow.
Let's see, deception or persuasion. Okay. Sylvia, he's hard to read, although you can tell that he's not pleased with the question easily enough because he's not hiding that. Louis, you get the sense that there's some contention about who's in charge of the claw. Although he's not lying as such, but it's more complicated than, oh yeah, I'm my own boss and I can do whatever the fuck I want.
Okay. All right. And Louis not gonna mention that how much he's lying. He's just gonna say, it's like, okay, I understand. If you were the boss of all of the claw, I would like the central branch to be removed from the language and add the entirety of the claw in all of its branches. We will not interact with them. You will not interact with us in any capacity whatsoever.
So you agree to stay out of the business of the other branches of the claw, then?
That's a real easy tenant to break.
I will note for the question of how you will know, the contract itself will warn you if you are if you might be about to break one of its tenants, if not stop you completely.
Will it warn us if you break one of the tenants?
Yes, you will know immediately if the contract is broken.
I'm inciting him again.
Go for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I don't trust this bit. Oh,
motherfucker.
I thought I got that 9. That's a 20.
That's a natural 1. You
Wait,
get
what's
the sense that he's being very. He does not. He's not lying it to you at this time. You will know if the contract is broken on his end. He's being very frank about exactly what the contract does
Okay.
so far.
Yeah. Yes, and I'm
Out of
also.
character, I really want to blow this place up. Also
I
in
know
character.
it's so easy, but there's so many things we have to deal with first. Minus the people that. This is a big warehouse. How many people are invisible? I don't fucking know. I hate this
Also-
place.
What does it take to activate True Sight?
Um,
Can I just like do
I
it?
don't think. Yeah, I think you might have to touch your tattoo, but it's not anything that would read as magical.
Yeah, I go to like sort of adjust my collar and activate True Sight.
Okay,
Wait, hold on.
Smooth.
remind me what I need to look at the exact.
I see
verbiage.
all.
Everything.
Literally.
Oh gosh.
I see
Have
dimensions
fun
not
reading
even
my mind
discovered
because
yet.
it's just gonna be static. Because there's too much there.
What you know
No
about that
magical
CRT
vaccine,
noise,
I'm not-
boomers?
Okay. Go ahead and make a perception check for me, Sylvia.
Okay, do I get advantage?
Yeah, I'll give you advantage.
Cool.
I mean, it's a pretty empty.
Motherfucker.
Oh my god.
Motherfucker.
Well, I thought it was automatic.
Yeah, you don't see anyone invisible. You don't see anything invisible. You do see. Does it show you?
It shows me everything.
So it shows you. Yeah.
Oh, what's that range? 120 feet.
It shows me everything.
Does it show you the fine
The
print?
ring.
I'm looking at Tree Site right now. What you get
It is
is
120 feet. Yeah.
120 feet. It is. You can see through magical and non-magical darkness. You can see invisible creatures and objects, automatically detect visual illusions, and succeed on saving throws against them, and perceive the original form of a shape changer or a creature that is transformed by magic. Furthermore, the monster, or you can see into the ethereal plane within the same range. So,
Yeah.
you do not automatically get to know if something is hidden.
Well, no, I know, but like this was to see invisible.
You don't
To
see
see
anyone
invisibility.
invisible. However, you do see the elf that you're talking to.
Yeah, I saw this coming.
Oh, he's an
Okay,
illusion.
continue.
It's the strangest thing because you can kind of see the illusion layered over top. But underneath you see it looks like he's made out of snow. He's like a moving snowman.
Sounds like he's an avatar for the real.
There's no
Elf
such thing as
man.
a snow ganassi. I'm just kidding.
So I do have a question for you, Sir Cardinal.
As
You may ask.
How valid is your signature if you're not actually here?
Mm.
Completely valid, I assure you. He looks at you. Though well spotted. I assure you that my signature is just the same whether I sign it or not.
Can
You're
I
a
roll insight
coward.
on that?
what is happening?
Yeah.
Like,
God damn it!
Oh my no.
I see too much.
Yeah, he's hard. I mean, you get the sense that he's telling the truth. It's hard to read him though. So, you know.
I don't.
He's an illusion. His true self is as cold as his heart.
I mean, that's smart. But where are you?
It means he's a
Merely-
fucking coward.
Merely a precaution.
Oh my god.
He's afraid of us.
I'm kind of just looking at Sylvia's like, come on, man. Like,
You could you knew I couldn't keep my mouth shut.
yeah, yeah, I know, and that's stressing
even
me.
even with the perfume, I wouldn't have been
Yeah.
able to keep my
Your
So
2 friends on your left and right, will they sign it as well?
they are under
Okay,
him. So
did we
yes,
ever did I
Okay,
miss
they're
it?
all
Or did we
yeah.
ever talk about what the penalty for breaking it is?
No.
the contract becomes
Yeah.
null and void, meaning
I don't think that's the
and
only
so they can
penalty.
attack us.
they can do
Yeah.
whatever they like.
This is basically a truce.
Is
It's a
there any
truce,
other
but
penalty attached to the
provided-
contract?
We give them what they want.
us going against them too. Fuck them.
There are the
Yeah.
standard penalties of breaking a magical contract. I assume you are not familiar.
Enlighten us.
First, for some for more easily definable breakings of the contract, you would not be able to break it.
Okay.
And for other things that are less easily definable, you will get a warning and then a punishment. Mostly,
Okay, but what if I'm into that?
Louis just like his like mental train has like hit the e-brakes.
well, you may certainly be into it to the point of if you kill yourself not following the lines of the contract, then you will no longer be my problem and feel free.
Yeah,
Proceed.
it says in the last part, if all the participants are dead, then the whole contract would just cease to exist. And this is
It may
for
bring you some comfort that that clause is in there so that if you pass away doing some inadvisable thing, your hostages will still be under protection as long as you do not break the edicts for this contract.
I
believe
I-
I've been quite generous.
and the things we have found in that ruin are far more valuable because it's taking this much for such a small group of people. I understand your frustration, but understand ours. You say
Okay,
you're
Out
You
of
s-
character, I want to say something real quick.
Mhm.
First of all, Zarene's not listed on the contract, so there's that.
who?
Second of all,
Shh.
my pirate aunt. Second of all, she's here right now. We put our hostages and my parents on that boat. We can blow them up all we want.
Well,
Not the worst plan.
I have a
But-
plan outside of that. I did find a loophole. But I like how Rebecca looked at her fucking screen. That's why I don't want to say anything.
I know.
I
did
kind
my
of
best.
I do want to sign the contract. Louis does. But I want everybody else's permission.
No, Sylvia does not want to.
Understandable. So Zach,
And
Melissa,
what happens if we don't sign it?
I look
Well-
towards
then
him.
the hostages are there.
Do we just leave and go on our merry way?
Well, I do want some language changed, but you know, I am
I
willing.
propose we take an hour recess. This contract was sprung on us. We need time to discuss.
What are you thinking right now, Mel?
I need options, and I finally got the information I was waiting for, and it was about what I was expecting, but no, it was pretty much exactly what I was expecting. Although I do feel bad for Sylvia; she loses out on her credit.
I am thinking about something kind of important. Who is that? The wizard that's inside of the tower. That's inside of the
Um,
ruin, our base.
Oh, Dove.
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 Yeah,
You have
she's
a ring on, but yeah.
fucking W.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm
are
thinking.
you wanting your thoughts read?
No, I am
I
so
think so really more.
paranoid.
But what were you thinking out of curiosity's sake?
Yeah.
Well, they want also additional stuff. They wanted, you know, the
Yeah,
two
there's some.
bodies, which they never mentioned. So we don't have to make up an excuse for that.
Yeah, I
This
think-
contract gets us out of that. It makes everything we did, null and void because we can't, interfere with them anymore than we
True, but
already
they could
did.
still punish Dove and Albatross.
Should we add them to the contract? Well, how much?
kinda
No, they're
risky.
dead.
Kinda risky.
What? But yeah, that leaves them open too. Shit. Let me open up the contract
I-
again.
Still am of the opinion we kill everyone in this room and then get everyone on a boat and send them across the ocean.
The one time you don't. The one time. You keep saying, "Hey, I don't kill." Oh my God, Louis is a murderer.
I know, but
Let's just burn this bitch down right now.
I'm tired.
You may have time to confer. Do not go far.
No, we're gonna be
And
right
be
here.
back.
Just don't read our thoughts.
Hmm.
We need a smaller contract.
We
Don't
need
read
a-
our thoughts.
Here, let us discuss in private. Actually, matter
I
of fact,
think
I will take 10 minutes.
There
to
is a
cast.
room next door that you may confer in if you need
No,
a
I'm
space
gonna
of privacy.
I'm gonna do this in front of them. I am gonna ritual cast detect magic,
Okay.
like directly in
I-
front of them. Please do not try to interfere.
He looks at you and he says, "Before you proceed further with that spell, what are you doing right now?"
I'm discussing the terms of this contract, of which I
And-
would like to keep private.
And that involves casting magic?
That involves me knowing there is magic around. This is a harmless spell. This will let me know you're contacting me or trying to get any of our information. This,
Okay,
I'm
I wanna make-
going to continue to say, if anything, this is a small act of trust between us parties.
Make a persuasion check.
Ah,
I want to make
Alright.
another perception check.
19.
Yeah.
Can I
Go for it.
make another perception check? Okay.
Yeah.
Please? Yes.
21.
Finally.
All right.
Okay. You do see several figures up in the rafters,
Like where the
Um,
stage is.
right above you.
Okay.
Ready to
And this building's a
get the
lot of
drop on
wood.
us.
We're not like right above you, but
Oh, sugar, honey, iced tea.
You know, it seems a bit unfair that you've got birds hiding in the rafters. Do you think I
Hmm.
wouldn't pick up on it?
I shouldn't be surprised with how much of a thorn in the side you've proven to be. Is it for security? You've already
Against a
proven
snowman?
yourselves volatile
Thank
and
you.
entirely too much worth the cost.
Yeah, I
Speaks-
think the very like blasé, tongue-in-cheek nature of Sylvia right now is very much how she is in a fight,
Yeah.
like in the ring,
Yeah.
like
Oop.
trying to poke buttons.
I mean,
And you
Louis.
do see like a hint of anger across his face,
Yeah.
Good,
like
fuck
a
'em.
frustration.
Fuck 'em.
Not used to encountering such strong pushback, or at least pushback that can back it up.
All right. So we will go into the room. And I'll kind of ask Sylvia to go last to keep watch. I don't want
Okay.
anyone following.
I'll say that there's a room. I didn't have it prepped, but
Fake room, theater of the mind.
Yeah, I'll say there's a room like oops. I'll say it's like over off to the side down this hallway. So like you're over here. Like over here. And
My detect magic's on, but I will.
oh, when you cast detect magic, were you in this room already, or did you still cast it over out here?
I cast it in front of them, but it's still on me. It's this the
Okay.
spell is just on me.
You definitely see several. You see like a line of magic between yourselves and the three waiting. And you also see a bubble of magic around where you know Coco and Nate to be that expands through the curtains.
They have a force field.
Mm-hmm.
Can I tell what kind of magic is?
Yeah, give me just a second. I'll tell you the school. So the one on the ground is evocation, and then the bubble around the hostages is illusionary.
Oh, shit.
Illusion. Ah,
Wait.
holy shit.
Illusion. Wait, what do you mean by
I
illusion?
will say it is of the school of illusion. I will say, Celia, you did not. They are within range of true sight, but they were behind curtains. So
Now that's a fucking plot twist.
Can I make some kind of
They're not
check
here.
to identify it?
hmm.
Or can I roll an insight on Coco's signature? Because it may have not been him.
That's a
You can no longer see the hostages. The curtain has been closed.
No, I meant like on the contract itself. Since Coco already signed, can I do some kind of check to see if it was actually
make
him?
an investigation check to see if you can tell if it's his or not.
I chose the right out of combat stats.
Can I
17.
Can I do that with Nate's as well?
Yes, go for it.
Mother, my I
You-
got
RNGesus
bloodlust. That's
hates
what's
you.
happening. I have bloodlust.
Yeah, you are having a hard time focusing. Louis,
Also, I'm seeing all dimensions of time and space.
yeah.
You're a little distracted. It happens.
Oh, the contract itself is also highly magical. Make a Arcana check for me, real quick.
So many checks.
I believe in
so
you.
Double 12.
Okay, well,
Okay.
there's not a particular school of magic involved, but it almost seems fiendish in nature.
The
Is
signature?
a hint of,
Yeah.
no, the contract.
Contracts.
Oh
Fiendish.
yeah, this is gonna be a blood
Wonderful.
contract. Oh.
So you looking at his signature, I mean, it's been a while since you saw it, and signatures are bullshit anyway, but it does, as far as you are aware, it seemed to be his.
Okay.
So it's a little shaky, but that might be, from the hostage taking.
So the first thing we should do
there's
is
the
have them
coercion
send the.
showing through.
Is what?
First thing we should do is have them send the hostages down, because it sounds like they're not here.
Yeah, have we gone into the side room?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
These cheeky motherfuckers.
They have come to us with lies. I'm not signing this.
I am
But
going to like.
How do you propose that we get the hostage?
This is a
Okay.
grease trap we're laying in.
Well, it's
And
the
this is where
I
almost
will
spilled my coffee.
note. The only thing I will note is, just to be clear, the illusionary magic is in a field. It is not concentrated on a particular person or anything.
It could be something. There's lots of spells that are illusionary that could do something else.
So maybe the curtains aren't actually there. Maybe the curtains are the illusion.
Maybe the curtain.
And there are no curtains there.
Nathaniel Tate. What they will do with Party
I'm not
C.
saying it's not.
Party would like already go free in the city of Brennan Hall
Just
and
want to be very
alive
clear
without
about what
harm.
you're saying.
Well, they
Doesn't
said.
mean the
Well, again, we can change the language again, because it said Party A agrees to let Party C go into the city going to the city of Brennan Hall, we can have that changed to directly us. If they are there, they can fulfill that. And if not, we call them on their bullshit
Mhm.
and do what we do.
So your plan is to sign the contract, some form of it.
I have a way to get out of this contract, but it is still going to tarnish your research to a degree.
Right. Though your buddy is not in there, right? And you already sent the notes, is that correct?
What?
What?
Did Sylvia send the notes to an underwriter, a ghostwriter?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sylvia's mom has the book to somebody else. Wait,
Right,
somebody
and-
else is publishing it, right?
Right. And the
Yes.
contract
Oh, so
doesn't
like
state
so
this.
oh
The
oh
contract doesn't mention them. And
oh
you would simply by inaction have that published.
That's true. I wouldn't be publishing it
Sure.
in character. I wouldn't be publishing it. It would be my name on it, but
it might be
it wouldn't be
questionable.
done by me.
we will
It
need
might
to
be questionable, and the contract may try to stop you. Have to be prepared.
Well, it's
for
not
that.
me that's doing it.
the contract
Again.
Right, which is why it would be questionable instead of stopping you.
the contract only involves
No,
us
but-
releasing the information.
yeah.
It doesn't state anybody else releasing the information. So since we already
Exactly.
have someone since we already have the
question is-
important information
Is the
out,
ability to stop the information being released enough for the contract to think could do so?
well, here's the thing.
You have to realize with magical contracts, it's more about the intent than the actual written down text.
We already have the plan in place, so we cannot. So we've already interfered. This is for the future. The second we sign this, then we can no longer interfere.
Right. My point is, Sylvia has a paper coming out with her name on it, and through through actions, she can stop that. Does the contract force her to do that? Because that is in a very loose reading.
What if her name's
something-
not on it? What if her name's not on it?
Well, she can't
name
correct
is
the
on it.
name. So she can't correct the name
But it's not
because
me
that would definitely
publishing
be.
It will not communicate about the ruins, their locations, or anything found inside for a month and a
Too late.
day. We already got the important
Wait,
information. out.
Literally already done.
Also, are we like? Am I like behind a door? Or is
Yeah.
it like a door? Can I like peek, or I have Sylvia peek outside of the door?
I peek outside
Which
the door.
one? Oh, both.
Well, just to see if
Um,
anyone's spying. Anyone has a cup to the door.
Make a perception check.
I can do that. That's a thing I can do. Sometimes.
Hey,
Ha-ha!
that's a good roll.
Mm-hmm. Let me check something.
Oh my
Um,
god, you
well, you
sneaky
don't-
did
motherfuckers!
you-
I will
Anyone-
shatter you. I will shatter all these motherfuckers.
You don't see anyone.
Question-
And you see
Did
the.
you-
What's that?
question for Louis. Did you tell us that it seemed like the magic surrounding them is illusionary?
He hasn't mentioned it yet.
I haven't mentioned it, and I can't
Yeah.
like identify the actual illusion. I can't identify the actual spell, so it's hard to tell exactly what they're doing just with the school.
Do you know? Oh, so
Did you
Okay.
mention it or not, Louis? Good.
Um,
Are you keeping it close to your vest because you don't have enough information, or are you telling the party with the caveat of it could be anything?
if we mention the hostages again, then I will mention that the illusion is around them, and since they are in this contract, I eventually will.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we can assume it's come up then.
So yeah, the second we talk about the hostages, I mentioned that there's some kind of illusion spell around them. I don't, and I again repeat that I don't know exactly what. I don't know if exactly them, but it is an illusion spell or illusion school.
then before we sign, we should make sure we can hear their voices, see them talk.
Hmm.
They've
Wait, were
already
they-
come
Maybe
to
even
us
have
with
them walk
lies.
down to the first floor.
Wait a minute. They were when I peeked at them, were their mouths covered?
No.
Were they moving at all?
Yeah. There was
Okay.
some movement, though it was quick, but you know,
Okay.
they seem to look when the curtains are pulled.
Oh, okay. Okay. So we need to fix so first we just need to fix the language, have them, so we're gonna keep it the central branch. We asked
Yes, do not expand that. That's too much.
and I don't want to run into them again, you know. I don't want them to like reach out to another branch and them fucking with us again because they found some loophole to continue fucking with us.
Or form a new branch entirely.
We are no longer the central branch. We are the new central branch. Ha 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 ha.
Yeah, exactly.
So we keep it the central. We have them meet us. Is there any other language you would like to change within the contract?
I don't think this is a good idea.
Because I don't know what is a good idea right now.
I know that this contract right here is a sure thing, pretty much. You sign this, your hostages are fine. If that's really what you want, sign it. If you're willing to risk it for your research, that's up to you. It's your hostage.
But I understand where Sylvia's coming from, and
No, I understand. I want nothing more than to destroy the Claw as an organization, and I would if it were up to me. But not my hostages, my choice.
and since
So if I'm
go ahead.
Oh yeah. So if I'm understanding this properly, because Sylvia has that paper that's coming out in her name, does that mean that even if we were to sign it, that we'd break it whenever the paper is released?
I don't think we'd break it, but given the
Okay, so y'all
we-
have been frozen for like the last minute.
Oh, really?
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. So
for
I
me.
asked
believe in
if I'm
your-
understanding this properly, if Sylvia has a paper coming out in her name about the Alihan ruins, and we still sign the contract anyway, doesn't that mean we're just going to break the contract once the paper is released?
No, because it doesn't affect any actions before the contract is signed.
Would I
It
know
if-
if I'm magical
Oh,
contracts,
okay.
actually?
So anything we have done,
Can I make a check on that?
a law check. What's a law check?
What?
Can I make a check on magical contracts and how deeply they follow the intent? And
Yeah,
preventative
make an Arcana check or a religion check.
As the
Up to you.
warlock gone paladin, you should know a little bit about celestial
Yeah,
law.
you're getting to make this check for sure.
Oh God, no! Did we really want to fight?
It's hard to say. You've dealt with some contracts in your time, but a lot of times they weren't as legalese as this, so much as they didn't have terms like this, so you don't know.
All I'm saying is that there's no guarantee that Sylvia won't be forced to stop the paper from being published. That's a risk that you take.
Well, if we sign this contract
I don't
and
even
do
know.
nothing,
I don't even know who has it. How can I stop someone who I don't know?
well, here's the thing: if we do interact with that person, that can void the contract. But if we sign the contract and just leave it alone, then it's all there.
It is true that if it broke the contract without any negative side effects, then potentially you could have your cake and eat it too. You'd get the hostages for sure in Brennan Hall, and then a month or a few weeks later, the paper would come out. The research would be in your name, and the hostages would be somewhere safe, and the contract would be null and void.
They did say a month and 1 day. What do they want the month and 1 day for?
If the person who publishes the research publishes it, that breaks the contract for whatever reason because it's under Sylvia's name, but it doesn't force her to stop it because it can't force her to take actions that which she does not know how to do.
Also,
then the contract could be broken, and without any negative consequences. Essentially, that is one possible world. Another possible world is that Sylvia is in extreme pain until she is able to stop the paper.
I can't. I don't know. I don't know how much I know about these fucking contracts. Do I know if her interaction will, our previous interactions will affect the contract now?
Yeah, make an Arcana check at disadvantage because you don't have that history there.
I
Or
think this is a loophole that we have found.
7.
But the thing is that it's specifically designed to plug loopholes by magical intervention.
Can Sozak also do
So-
Arcana? Because he's
Yeah.
curious.
same. The 7. Same. Well,
Fuck it.
never mind.
Fuck it, let's do this shit.
God.
Go
I'm
for
good
it.
at Nope.
Who will,
Okay, what was the exact question though?
will our previous actions affect the contract if we were to sign it?
I mean that's a question you could ask.
True.
Ask him
Well, that
straight
kind of
up.
lets our hand out, though. So we shouldn't do that.
Yeah.
No matter what.
Well,
That just flips over one of our cards in our hand.
No, yeah, exactly. I don't know if it's worth the risk. I don't know how much you value your research or destroying the claw.
If we want to
Is-
weasel our way around, but still find out, we can ask them if the contract is autonomous,
What does that
or
mean?
if they have, by which
If the
like,
contract will have a will of its own in defining, with the knowledge that it has that no one else has, what
Well, what-
is and isn't allowed.
it did seem the way he was speaking of it did seem that it did act that way. That it would not
Yeah.
need to
Okay.
be enforced by any outside party. That the contract itself would enforce itself.
It's
Yeah,
like
it's-
an objective third party.
Yeah,
Mhm.
basically.
An
It's,
objective, all-knowing,
Okay.
omniscient third party. Omniscient in terms of
yeah,
the
because
thoughts
it'll be
involved.
it'll be weird if we just sign the contract and then it just immediately disappears. Then that means we'll just have to fight that in there.
That would be hella awkward.
Like,
I mean-
awkward.
Oh, God damn it.
That would be funny. Above game, that would be funny.
Mhm.
I
So if it is autonomous, then yeah,
I mean,
we
if
might
we
as well sign it, given what we know.
But here we also have to. Well, us letting know Dove that the claw's coming, and we let them know. Would they know?
What? Like 10
What do you
times
mean?
less confusing.
Like, let's say that we do
Like
sign
if we
this
were to
contract.
contact Dove,
If we do sign this contract, we give them the location of the ruin. We tell them how to get in. Well, we can't because it's locked in, because it's technically locked itself in. And then we leave, and then boom, contact Dove and say, "Hey, I would get the fuck out of there ASAP."
I believe it says something about not talking about the ruins, which I believe that would
Party
be
B
counter-
will not communicate about these ruins, their location, or anything found inside for a month and a day.
But you can. There's nothing
Mm.
stopping you from contacting her right now.
Let's just say, okay, I'm gonna ask. Say we have an ally that's manning. We have an ally that's manning it. There should be an addendum to at least have that person leave.
No, I mean we can just have her leave beforehand.
How sway?
8 steps.
She appears here.
Fuck it. No,
Oh.
you just. I don't know.
Hey, teleport here and help us fight like now. I like
meow
send,
meow.
or
I like
send a
the-
courier.
I cast sending. I'm just kidding.
I did
Hey,
wonder
get your-
if this was actually going to turn into a fight or not.
I mean, if
I
Sylvie,
wanted to turn into a fight.
oh
It's
my
still
god,
good. You're so
There's
you
still
were so
time.
against it for so long, and now the bloodlust has been born.
But
Yes.
this is taken. No, it's fair.
man.
They were going to kill my family. They all need to die.
I mean, they weren't gonna kill
Yeah,
mine.
that's
I don't know why.
okay. Just to be clear here, the real thing you're giving up by signing this contract, the real thing you are 100% for sure giving up, is the ability to go after the claw now and in the future.
Yep.
Is split revenge and
For 15 years.
stop whatever they're
I'll
doing.
be counting the days.
For 15 years, I'll be like,
Just
what?
like after this was a time skip for 15 years, and we get Omega Strong, and on the day we charge.
We come back, you're level 20.
It's just like we're all level 20. We're asleep in our bed. The claw like sneaks in, and like Louis wakes up and he just ripped his shit. Hello.
I've been waiting for 15 years to get
I've-
revenge.
I've waited for this day
That's-
for a long time. And I just
That would
punch
make
it.
for a cool sequel campaign.
That'd be funny.
Mm. I think there's too many very unsure variables. I mean, the leader dude's not even here. It seems like our hostages
no,
are
wait,
an
wait, wait, wait.
illusion.
Right, that's too many unsure variables to not sign the contract.
This is why we adjust the
They're
language.
they're coming to us with lies.
Okay, so
I
you want to
mean-
not sign the contract? I can't believe we're on opposite sides on this. Okay, look, if you have a lack of information, but you have a sure thing in your hand, I take the sure thing every time.
I
Personally.
mean, we can just fight our way through, but they may hurt
if you
Nathaniel and
fight your way
Coco.
through, you risk losing the hostages and the ruins.
If
Okay.
Nate and Coco are even there in the first place.
I mean,
I will also point out that part of this is an intended implication, even if it hasn't been stated outright. I think y'all are smart enough to pick up on it. That
the orc with the
their signatures are on this contract, and even if you get out with them, if the Claw have this contract, they can rewrite the verbiage to whatever they want at that point.
How do we keep
That's
it?
not how contracts work.
Yeah, what the hell?
It's a fiendish contract. It should just like sign it and then disappear. Like
I mean, yeah, but all parties haven't signed yet.
yeah. I know we can still adjust the verbiage.
We
Exactly.
can adjust the verbiage, but so can they.
I mean,
Yeah,
that's
they
what
could erase party B completely and be like, well, party C will serve us for the rest of their day, party A for the rest of their days. Contract
Right.
signed. Boom,
Yeah,
done.
we have no cards here.
so we just go out and fight. I'll
Yeah.
cast hold,
No,
I'll
if you
cast
go
hold
out
person on
and
the orc.
listen to me. You don't know where they are. You don't know where the hostages are. You don't know that they don't just go, okay,
Oops.
you fight us, we're going to disappear and make them sign a contract that now Party C fights for works for us for the rest of their lives.
Also,
now what? You try to
question.
dismantle the Claw without killing your brother and sister and your ex?
I
So
can
now you have
cast.
to fight them because they have to give up their life to fight against you. That's a nightmare scenario that you're opening up, by the way.
I mean, at the end of the day, the person that's there hasn't signed the contract. So
No,
we
no,
can
this
kill
is
them.
not-
We can kill them all and then have that snowman say, "Leave us alone."
No, you can't. You
Actually,
can't. Oh my goodness.
well, I mean, technically, if we kill everyone here, no members of the Claw will have signed the contract. So
True.
there's
and
only
then there
one
will
party
still-
on the
then
contract. So then what does it matter?
No, it doesn't matter because they'll come up with another contract. They still have the hostages. How are you getting the hostages back in that situation?
We can
Tell me,
still
right now.
we can negotiate before we fight.
Oh my god! So then you sign a different contract, and then you fight. How are you going to negotiate to a
Not
contract when you can
negotiate.
still fight?
I mean, I can talk to them and
Or-
say, "Hey, let me at least know they're real," because that's kind of some bullshit. They
Yeah,
saw
we
me
can do that
cast
right
detect.
now.
important.
They saw me cast detect magic, so they already know I looked at it.
And what if you refuse?
Then
Well,
we fight.
Then we say no.
Then
We're not signing. We're not signing the
You are
contract.
consigning Coco and
They
you're
know what
consigning
we.
them to a life of servitude to the Claw.
No, they know.
Yes, you
No,
are.
stop. God damn. God
Okay,
damn.
let
I
him
will
speak,
cast silence
let him
him.
speak.
So I've got
Yes,
to say.
waste your
So
spits.
we can talk to them. We can get certain things out of the way before doing anything. If you feel like I do understand that we cannot sign that Sylvia does not want to sign this contract, and I will not sign this contract if she does not want to as well. We still have more questions. This is just time for us to talk in private.
Right. Which is my point. If they do not show us where the hostages are, how do you get the hostages out?
We talk to them now, like we leave now
Okay.
with that plan. And if they prove it, do you just want to fight? Or if they prove it, do you want to sign the contract?
Okay, so assuming they do prove it in the hospital.
Yes.
Okay. It depends on if we then can defend the hostages. Because we have to get them out safely.
I mean,
And
how strong is Nathaniel? I look towards Sylvia.
Ah,
He's a ranger.
He's
not so great without a bow, but
Rangers know
What-
how to use dex-based weapons.
he's
Yes,
a baby.
he has my
What
rapier.
question. I
Mhm.
get to them. Give them
And
the
do you
gate stone.
original plan.
And then bamf him.
Mm.
Bamf them out. And then we fight.
Okay,
Hey,
so I agree that if we get the
who-
hostages out, then we
What?
fight.
I have detect magic. Sylvia still has true sight.
oh, who is proficient in Arcana?
Me.
Go ahead and make
Am
an
I the only
Arcana.
one?
Are you for
Yeah,
real?
holy moly, you're the only one.
Yeah.
One spellcaster.
Oh, poor Sylvia. You went.
Ah!
25.
Okay, so you've been thinking about it, and you've been thinking about the specific implications of him being made out of snow, and it's like whirling at your mind, and it's not something Zeke ever talks about, but it is something your mom has occasionally wished she knew how to do. And you think this might be a simulacrum and not just an illusion.
Oh,
Is he a
Whoa.
fucking lich?
No.
not another one.
Okay.
Simulacrum.
That's
Simulacrum.
pretty sure that's
Yeah, I'm looking this
accurate.
shit up too.
It is
Metagaming.
Is it like a
no.
golem?
It's a 7th level spell that you were looking for. Hold on.
Wait, what's it called? I'll pull up my bard book.
Simulacrum.
Is it salt?
Simulacrum.
Simulacrum. And it's technically an illusion, but
So yeah, it's basically like an avatar
yes.
or a.
Oh, here it is. Wait. What? Shape. A duplicate of 1B.
Okay, so what is she
Basically,
learning
this is one, not a non-entity. Two, this is not just him not being here. This is when he was saying that if what he was implying earlier was that if his simulacrum signs it, it's the same thing as him signing it.
Oh, because it's a copy.
Yes.
Yeah.
It still reads as him for the sake of. Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. All I
Well,
heard
yeah.
is he was a simulacrum. I'm just like,
So-
Jesus
so
Christ,
we
that
can all agree
sounds
that
scary.
If we get the hostages out, then fighting is definitely the choice, right? That's not my issue, right? That's very obvious. If we get the hostages out, then they have no leverage. We fight them. My issue is that it's very unlikely that we get the hostages out, and you guys aren't thinking about that possibility. What do we do then?
They're
I'm
on the
sorry,
opposite
repeat that?
side of the room, no doors or windows that we can see.
No, we
Yeah.
don't know where they are, right?
They showed us.
Oh,
Do
We-
our-
there's questions.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
questionable.
If they're even
So for
here
all
in the
that we
first
know, they could be
place.
miles away, right? Am I reading that correctly?
If they are not in that room, then who knows?
Right.
Exactly.
If we have no ability to secure hostages, fighting is not a viable solution.
Yeah, because then this turns just into a death trap.
It doesn't just turn into a death trap. Even if we win overwhelmingly, they again have the hostages, and
We're back to square
simply-
one.
not even back to square one. Now that we know that they have this contract magic, they can simply make the hostages sign a contract that say that they will fight to the death until we agree to be subservient to the claw, and then you have to kill your hostages.
Well,
Or
we can
ignore
give
the
them.
claw.
Well, here's what will happen. We will edit the contract. We'll give it to them to edit, and it'll go back and forth until we have an agreement, and then we sign that completed contract.
You know, that's actually not a bad idea.
That's how
If-
contracts work. What do you do?
No, no,
What?
no. You gave me. If you edit the contract, they have to resign. At some point, that contract is going to go to
Co-
the hostage.
So wait, if we redo the contract with Coco and Nathaniel, have to re-sign it.
Absolutely.
And that gives us a chance for them to
You
expose
are
them.
not
as-
100% sure about that.
Whatever.
It has to
We-
be 100%.
we-
That's just not how.
hey,
you can't
with-
sign a piece of paper and then someone else write something on it.
Actually,
This is the claw. This is
there
the
are
claw.
certain things that you can write
Yeah,
to indicate
But then
provisions.
we'll put that on our bullshit board. We already have a few things on the bullshit board.
I mean, okay, let me just be clear here, Scarlett. That Melissa, that sounds exactly the kind of bullshit Zerial would pull. There's a reason you don't just sign fiendish pieces of paper, no matter what's already written on them.
Okay.
If you could somehow block the magic or erase the signature in some way, then they would be fine. But
the
They've
they've
moment,
signed a fiendish contract, and that's not a good idea.
this is the moment in which I really wish I did not forget to spell magic.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I just had it in my hand and just like, oh, cool. Damn it. It's every time before like a boss fight, I change out.
I was wondering about that.
I mean, typically you get a copy of the contracts that you sign, but still dispel it.
Like a copy counts.
I'm pretty sure it'll be like on its So if there's nothing else to discuss, we have a few things to talk about. We have the
If we do not get access to the hostages,
that's
are
something.
you going to fight them?
Yes.
So just to be clear, they can write whatever they want on that contract, and Coco and your brother will be set to that fate.
The contract states that they're in this contract as well. They leave them alone.
No, they can rewrite whatever they want.
I want to kill everybody just to get this conversation
Okay,
over
so
with.
I guess I'm gonna put some. I am gonna go ahead and step in and clarify some things.
Okay.
One, that is correct. Okay, so there are two things that are true here. Until that contract is signed, it can be written however any of the parties want, and anyone who has already signed is just fucked. It's another level of hostage taking. However, the other thing that I'm going to give to Melissa from working with Zariel before is that once it is signed, it cannot be changed.
Right.
So that would be the way to get.
It would tough, and it would be in effect. It cannot be altered.
Okay.
Right. So it's not a worry about signing it. What's the worry is that, like, I mean, they could always kill the hostages, so it's not like all that different.
If they kill the hostages, they gotta kill before we sign. And
Yes,
at that point, all gloves are off. At that point,
well, yes, of course, it's mutually assured destruction. Are you willing to go that route though? Because that's what you're signing up for whenever you fight them.
If I want to use fighting as the very last thing we have to do.
Yeah, because I think y'all are on the same side.
Sylvia,
this whole thing is bullshit.
If we get the hostages, then everyone is clear. We save the hostages and we don't sign. It's very obvious. And we destroy the contract somehow or take it. Because that's another thing you have to do as well. Because even if you save the hostages, if they sign the contract anyways and edit it, then even though they're in our custody, they will be magically bound to that contract. We not only have to save the hostages, we have to destroy the contract or do some other method, perhaps edit it ourselves or something.
How do you destroy a magical contract?
That's what I'm saying. If you are going to fight them, you are putting the hostages at major risk. And the only reason why I'm pointing this out, because before I put the hostages at major risk and said that was a good thing. But here in this contract, you have the ability to walk away with your hostages alive and unharmed. And that's something you don't often get in a hostage situation. So I really want you to consider if you're willing to sign that contract or not.
Okay. Speak, but anyone who would like, go ahead and make an insight check for me on the verbiage of the contract.
Oh, buddy. Hi.
Funkadelic. Ooh.
Motherfuck me.
Damn.
19.
Okay. So Zach and so Mel and Sylvia are in this deep thing, and then Sozak and Louis, it occurs to you that it might be attempting it, but you might be able to get away with. There would be the penalty involved, but if it doesn't apply to actions beforehand, if you hand over the book before you hand over the contract or before you sign the contract, then that might fall under the aegis of, well, you did that beforehand.
Oh, it's just like, as a show of good faith,
Yeah,
here's the book.
Like if we fight them. Oh, I could.
I like that idea.
What if, yeah, we can offer it up as like,
You
it's
think
like,
it would probably immediately break the contract, but you think it might also,
It would destroy the contract though. So then you
It
would just
would-
have to save the hostages.
yes.
well,
That's the way to destroy it.
well, we can offer that little bit. It's just like, hey, we'll give you this book that contains some information. In exchange, you let us see the hostages. We will not run off. We'll not do anything.
You give them to us right now.
We'll do this mini exchange, and then in front of you, we will sign the contract, and we'll leave.
My only worry is that
I have
You
dimension
do think
door.
it would lead to a fight.
I have dimension
no,
door
I'm fine with fighting. Sylvia will have to be within 60 feet of all times. I don't
of
know
the
how
book.
far away.
Chunk the fucking book. Chunk the fucking book.
No, you can't. You
Grenade!
have to give it to them and then sign the contract. You cannot
Yes.
hold the book, then the contract would stop you. You cannot let the contract be gone or book go away, which they might do because then the contract would still be there. It's a very risky play, but it does give the best of all worlds.
Wait, what?
We offer
So
the
You're
book.
saying give them the book first.
Give them the
Yes.
book, then sign it?
Yes.
Because then the contract
Okay,
will
so
be
we'd.
as soon as it blows up, which means that they can't remake it and make the hostages theirs, even if the hostages are gone.
We can also add an addendum that they also will not interact. There's already something in the contract that says they will
Oh.
not interact
Well,
Is
with them at
there-
all.
in 30 seconds. It really doesn't matter what the addendum says.
It would also, if you sign the contract, I am only stepping in as the DM here because I have thrown a contract at you with wordy law, and then also y'all talked for an hour and a half, which is good. I appreciate it. But I did think that was the time to add some clarity of one potential path of if you do throw, because you have to be 60 feet away, you could be potentially walking away with your hostages at that point.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Instead of them,
It's a risky play because you have to confirm that you get the hostages out of harm's way, and you have to hope that the contract won't make you stay within 60 feet. Because technically, walking away is an act that would cause harm.
I wish you
So-
hadn't said that, because what if our DM didn't think that?
There you go.
It's
All
only
you
fair.
have to do is does anyone have an amnesia spell?
I have.
Fuck.
I'm not a
I don't.
wizard.
Yeah,
I'm
My
not
memory-
a wizard.
Damn it!
That's fifth
that'd be
level.
so cool. That'd be so cool.
I really wish I did have modified memory as a bard.
I don't remember anything about any blowing up book. Okay, I'm gonna walk away now.
It's called
It just blows up
gaslighting
and
the
you're as
spell.
surprised as everyone else. What the?
I have a question.
Or
I mean, if they walk away, yeah. What's up?
Yeah, you have to make them walk away.
What about my stillness of mind feat?
That is an interesting. You've never tested it against a contract, so it would definitely be something to consider.
it's probably comparative with the power. Like,
Because
is a contract more powerful?
I mean,
than
it's
you?
not technically charm, but it's, or is it?
If it's a charm, I can count. I literally have a thing that gives you advantage on that.
Well, also I can just break it.
God, it's so hard. It's so hard to be
You're
support when you can debuff yourself.
You're not sure. You will have to try. You will have to. That is, this is way outside of Melissa's purview of contract law.
Yeah.
The
Like,
thing is
yeah,
that
what if we got a monk to sign it and they were immune to charm, so they just gotta walk away? You know.
What about what
Okay.
about we have some kind of mechanism that moves the book by itself and it's already set on its trajectory.
I immediately cast Mage Hand.
Louis just like,
Once again, Mage Hand will be an active act.
Yes.
if you could somehow divorce your will from it, still keep it around. So
I-
as to say,
Anybody have
mage
an
hand,
servant?
go
My-
5 feet that way in 20 minutes,
My mage hand looks sad.
and then keep it, and then not be able to communicate with it again. That would definitely work.
Well, my mage hand is just a spell that does not detach from me. It is connected
That's not gonna work.
Yeah,
That would seem
that
scary.
one's active.
unless you can cast Unseen Servant, or I can have Luna do.
Yeah,
Luna's
that's what I
gone.
was.
Luna's not here.
Luna
Yeah.
is a good one that wouldn't sign the contract.
Well, Luna's
and-
gone.
Oh, I like that one.
Yeah, I can't use Luna until tomorrow.
Dove.
We can stalemate until midnight.
What
Wanna
about
cast-
her?
I can cast a spell and contact her.
No. I'm thinking about it. She's
What if we get back up?
not part of this contract.
Yeah.
No.
Because they think she's dead.
What actions that would break the contract?
Nothing. 'cause
She
she's not
can't
involved.
inherently break the contract.
Kill us all.
Well, I mean, I'm right. I'm thinking about the fine print and stuff.
The only way anybody else can get us out of this contract is if they kill us. I mean us, I mean everybody.
The only thing I can think of is if Dove came in and threw the book herself. I don't know if that would.
Well, Dove's gotta get here first, and I gotta message her.
I mean, the thing is that y'all didn't even cast the spell.
Yeah,
That's true.
Not
Hmm.
gonna count. So
Wait,
it's not
What
gonna
do you-
break the contract. It's not gonna break the contract. It's pointless.
Yes, you're just gonna
Yeah.
show up and cast fireball and then run away, and then
No,
it wouldn't
so-
involve y'all at all.
Oh, but the book though. Oh my god, this is so head hurting. Oh, this is so. My head.
I mean,
hurts.
okay, look, we
You
have a
you think
path.
there is a loophole here that you could do it. You think
There-
it's not a sure bet, but you think there's a loophole
We-
that you can maybe walk away.
What's the
in
other ways
this
to break the
instance.
contract?
Oh my God,
Can,
I'm gonna
can
go
someone
pee.
remind me? What are the ways to break the contract? It's if everyone is dead, 15 years, or if harm is brought to another or no, by the party.
If they break the contract, it counts. You know,
If they what? If they break the
If
contract. as
they
well?
break the contract, yeah.
So, if we blow them up and they're like, "What the fuck did you do?" and they attack us, and we didn't do it because the spell was already in the book, and we also gave it to them before we signed the contract,
Probably magically stop
then
them
they
from-
would be the ones breaking it because
probably-
they would attack us.
But it would probably magically stop them from fighting us. What a mess.
That depends on how pissed they are.
They might refrain.
Might not have an option.
That's when they get their buddies from the east or west branch to come after us.
And that doesn't break the contract. What you need
Yeah.
is some kind of time bomb that you set up beforehand that breaks the contract.
Well, this is the closest we've got, and it's
Yeah,
a literal. It's
exactly.
a literal time bomb. It is that
Well, it's a distance bomb, not a time bomb.
Hmm.
distance time.
It's only a matter of time until
Still
something
relevant.
happens.
I mean,
If you
I
try to
mean,
hold on.
I mean, we do have a lot. We have a logical path. At least we need to first.
How does the gatestone work exactly?
We're. I feel like we're. I feel like
Oof.
this. I feel like this is
No,
getting way
the
too
gatestone,
deep.
it takes 5 people, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yes.
Or was it 6?
Who's gonna be the person that's not gonna come then?
No. Okay. I got it. We have to be very careful about intentionality.
I
We
feel
give them
like.
the book. We
Okay.
give them the book. We sign the contract. We get the hostages, and we simply hand the gatestone to Nathaniel. He'll know what to do.
No,
Well,
wait.
He'll know what to do.
Well, we
and
need to
he'll use the
first
gatestone
prove that
with
they are
all 5
them.
of- What? No. Listen.
How
use
we?
the
Okay.
gatestone.
Okay.
We use the gatestone, and then the book blows up. Because we sent the book intending for it to blow up, the contract breaks. But because we did not take any action with intent afterwards to go towards that goal, because someone else used the gatestone, it will not stop us.
So
In
How
fact,
will we
can
know the
write a note.
so
We can
how?
write a note.
Okay.
We can write a note saying, Nathaniel, take this and use the gatestone. Put it in our pocket, or put it somewhere where he will see it and no one else would. And again, that would be intention before we sign the contract, so it wouldn't stop us. All we would have to
Okay,
do is
and-
stand there.
I feel like
Bring
you're
the
thinking
hostage
way
up.
too deep about this, honestly.
Yeah, until the other
Honestly.
side reads,
Because
give Nathaniel the gate stone, and they're like, what the fuck does that mean?
okay, so
No, all you have
we
to do is
I'm
have the
a
gate
little
stone out
confused.
with a note on
yeah,
it.
you're thinking way too
You
deep.
just- No, I'm not. This
Yes,
contract.
everyone is
literally-
confused except for you. Literally.
Yes! Okay.
Literally
Sorry, explain it
everyone
with
does not know what you're
Sorry.
talking.
Let me
Sorry,
explain it with
Scarlett,
smaller
nothing
words.
personal.
Okay.
Oh my god.
The contract cares about intention, right? You cannot take an action that
It
would
cares about
cause
action.
any harm. What?
Contracts are literal.
I will say one thing that
it's
Cardinal
not. It's
was
magical. It cares about intention. You cannot take an action that would intentionally harm the other party, right? So if I was trying to say,
We
punch
can
them,
just
that wouldn't
dispel
work.
the book. If we get the hostages and we sign the
Stop.
contract, we can the book now is just being petty at this point.
No, it's not. It's intending to harm them, and it will stop us from doing that. But
So we don't
the
use the
Cardinal
book
did
and
say that you
dispel
will
it.
get a warning, but it will not. It will only stop clear-cut actions.
warning. What happens if you pass the warning and then the contract is null? Does any
Uh,
Then
harm
they
come to
do.
you?
Then we will know there's
Yeah.
null.
There is
Right.
yes, there is some. There was some indication that there would be harm done if you
Yeah,
tried
it's
to
not
break
that it like physically stops you, it's that maybe it hurts a little bit.
Like we
Or a
are.
lot of it.
We are.
But-
We
Your
are.
CPU.
Like you.
Okay, so
I,
let me make this explanation clear. Okay, very simple, and it'll work. I promise.
I don't know
But
if I
the-
would break the contract if
don't
Nathaniel set it off.
But we had intention to blow it up before we signed the contract.
No, we had an intention to
True.
blow it up if the contract signing did not work.
No, shut up. You don't know what I'm talking about.
Okay, the
Oh,
person.
okay, okay.
I'm so sorry.
Take it
I'm so
back.
sorry. I'm playing 4D chess right now, while everyone's just playing D&D.
No one tell anybody to shut up. This is
Okay.
a game. We're
Let me
good.
explain it again. Okay.
She's talking about in the eventuality that you go through this plan, then the intention would be to blow them up. That you would have had
Right.
the intention.
But you would take no
We c-
action after signing the contract towards that intention. No action at all. In fact, if you did literally nothing but sign the contract, the same thing would happen. That's the point.
Okay, so if we can't trick them into handing over a book, what about our loved ones? Let's worry about the hostages. We need to get them out of this.
Yeah, I agree.
This is not about getting a book hurting them. This is about us getting out of here as safe as
Oh my gosh.
possible.
But the point was to break the contract. If you don't break the contract, then
The point is
hostages
not
aren't
to
safe.
break the contract. The point is to
Fine. If you don't break the contract, then the hostages are never safe.
No, if you break the if you sign the contract, then the contract is done and they are safe. And they're actually
True.
safe for 15
True.
years.
But I think Louis talking about not signing it, right?
Sylvia's not talking about not signing it. I'm saying sign it, but we need to first make edits to it. We need to negotiate edits. And then
Okay,
once we
so
come out to a
so
degree,
Louis
once we
is firmly on the side of sign it. Got it.
wait,
If you sign it, the hostages are safe.
with conditions.
You're technically safe.
Right.
The claw is
but-
also safe.
We can
Sylvia,
still
how do
edit. Okay. So I'm
Yeah,
gonna
yeah,
say
yeah.
something. Hold on. So we can
With
still
edits involved.
yes, we can. So yes, we can edit the contract. So instead of them going into Brennan Hall, they come to us because that just sounds like they're not here.
Yeah.
Which is also something I'm going to be talking about. So there's things we got to talk about before the contract is even done. That's what I
No,
want
I
to talk
agree.
about. Being 10 steps ahead is not going to help us right now.
No, it could because it would break the contract.
Because
Holy
what
fuck.
happens if they put a fucking stick into step 3? We're fucked. Okay? Okay.
Right, I'm just exploring the
What do
possibility
you-
that we can break the contract because Sylvia is very strongly against signing the contract. I'm exploring every possibility before we resign ourselves to sign the contract.
It should not involve a 10-step plan. So
No, it absolutely
Alright,
should
so
because
Zach
if it
opens
doesn't,
the
then it's
door.
not going to work. If there's
so
no
Zach
10
opens the
steps-
door, he's just gonna leave.
Fuck it.
Okay.
It's straight.
You come out and Cardinal, you hear a voice in your mind.
Oh,
Well, have you come to a decision?
Sylvia's just associating.
I
Wait,
sounds about right.
so we have no idea what the fuck we're doing?
I'm gonna follow I'm gonna follow Sozak.
God
Louis
damn
is their
it.
spokesman. We'll let you know.
Yeah,
Whatever. Not my
I'm-
house, not my circus, not my clowns.
Damn. All right.
All right.
I know who we're
You get the
forking
same
over.
message, Louis. Of well, are you
Sylvia.
ready to continue
Are
negotiating?
you ready to sign this contract, Sylvia, with edits?
Absolutely not, but I'm going out there.
Ever.
Get this train moving.
Okay. So as I step out, is everyone just behind me? So we have is everyone behind me or just
Yes.
Yeah.
off to the side? The lead would speak up. So we would definitely like to make some edits to the verbiage of the contract, and also like a couple of questions, if we may.
Proceed.
You saw me to cast the detect magic. I did not deceive
Yeah.
you at all, but I do
Correct.
see that is made out of illusion. I do see that that is an illusion magic. And I do see within the contract that says you will release them in Britton Hall. I want them to us. And how do I know that these people? How do I know that that is them?
Ah, I see where the confusion has come from. Easily done. And he waves his hand once more, and you see in front of you the contract words change.
Snipe me, man. I'm gonna snipe the words as I'm signing.
Though it does take a couple seconds, so it's not something that changes immediately. Where is it? Where is it? Into so City of Brennan Hall changes into the care of Party B.
Perfect.
Um,
And
As for the illusionary magic, that is a simple precaution. He narrows his eyes, and then he whispers. No, he doesn't whisper. Actually, you see,
snowman move.
you see the curtains pulled back once more. Starling gives a wave. You hear in your voice, Louis, you still have the spell up, correct? Which you
But
do,
God,
unless you
okay.
drop it for some reason.
I will not drop it.
You see Starling come out. He does like a little bow, and you see that the spell has moved with him. And
It's
then
on
the
Zyle. Not Zyle, God damn it.
on Starling.
Starling.
And you see Duck. You see the half orc pull back the curtains once more, and you once again see the hostage. The image is unchanged.
And the magic is gone.
The magic is around Starling, correct?
Also, where is Coco's clothes? Well, not clothes. His skin thing.
You do not see it. And as you were thinking that, Duck has, or the orc has once more closed the curtains, and Starling is quickly taking back his posts, guarding
so.
them.
Okay.
Also, Sylvia, in that moment, you saw with true sight that there is not an illusion around it. Whatever that magic is, it is not creating an illusionary.
Fair.
10
visual
bucks.
illusion.
Dimension
they're
doors them out of here at the first sign of trouble.
Can I?
That's why we get
whisper
them
something?
first.
Can I whisper something to Sylvia?
Unless if it's in, gotta keep it.
I mean, you
Yes.
can go for it.
Actually, can I ask for the ring from?
It requires attunement.
Oh no, wait,
Yeah,
no.
it's
Okay,
not-
that's fine. I'll just whisper something to Sylvia. I'm gonna type it in. I'll type it.
I was about to say, do I what? Do I not get to know?
I mean, as a DM, awkward. You didn't.
I support keeping secrets from the DM.
Oh,
Where are you sending it to us?
DM 1 second.
Dashed.
You go
The
ahead
on-
and continue.
The only thing I keep from the DM is the current plan.
okay.
And you thought we would be done this session.
Oh,
Well, if you sign the contract and it doesn't devolve into a fight, you could be.
I ain't
yeah.
holding out hope.
So yeah, we could discuss these
You could
contracts.
also put it. I mean, you could also try to break it at a later time.
Yeah. Also, I will ask as they're doing this.
So that would be
We-
harder than inaction.
Yeah.
You got that?
So I speak up and go. I understand you have grievances about our past actions. Will our past actions affect the contract?
No, they have already been taken into account. This will only be about actions going forward.
Okay, and I don't know how to ask this question. Above game, I want to ask them what happens if we help the
Oh wait,
children escape.
that's not what I whisper. I'm sorry. Let me
Ah,
edit that.
Oh, she's doing.
Yeah, I gotcha.
I forgot something real quick. I was like, oh. That's what I said.
Okay.
wait, what?
Yeah, she sent it to me first.
I was already planning on doing that.
perfect.
Hello.
But don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Okay.
All right, I'm just gonna keep talking.
What were you saying, Louis?
So I asked,
yes.
yeah, our grievances, that's already been accounted, so it does not count
Yeah.
for our current actions. But I'm also above game thinking about like if we help the children escape to a pirate island, would that null the contract? Or if that well, here's the thing, if we don't interact with the kids and just say, hey,
Well,
these
the kids are already on the boat, yeah.
Yeah, the kid's already yours, so we don't have to worry about that.
And
there.
also, my aunt isn't mentioned in the contract at all, so.
I'm
Lily
guessing.
she could steal them from you. She's very good at that.
Wait a minute. I don't want to sign this contract. I thought about
Why?
something. Dove
Damn it.
and Albatross are both a part of the central of the central claw.
I
They
don't
are
think they're
part of this
affiliated
contract.
now.
Dead.
No, they are still, because they're alive and this contract is, outside
Universal.
of our universal. Will our interactions null the
Well,
contract?
You
But
are
you're not
not
gonna
allowed
attack
to
them.
act. You are not allowed to interfere in their business without consent, and you are not allowed to attack or directly harm them. So, as long as you don't, basically, you're still allowed to talk to claw members.
Okay.
And if a situation came up where you wanted to help the claw wanted to help you for some very strange reason, you could do that as long as you got consent.
Okay.
However, you can't.
I can't punch Albatross for some reason.
Yes, exactly.
Oh man, dude. Okay, cool.
I'm gonna keep my mind on pretty much anything else, like the children or whatever, and I'm gonna I'm not gonna look directly.
Don't think about the kids.
Okay, I don't know. Sorry. About
I mean,
like
too late.
Oof.
No, no.
They
That
already
is
know
not a
we
too
burned.
late.
They already know we burned down the orphanage, so it's kind
Yeah.
of they gotta think about the children, but they're probably
yeah, I'll think
Well,
about the children. I'll give them a nugget. I'll think about the children, and then I'll think about just my past and stuff, and I'll
Ooh.
specifically look directly at the snowman.
A cardinal. Okay, go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw to try to keep your thoughts in order.
The most important thing, not about my thoughts, is about my vision and perception.
What?
I'm just
stating that now for the record.
Okay, you are right. Okay.
You said wisdom saving throw? Do I get
Yeah.
a plus 3?
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Okay, 18.
So 18.
Okay. Yeah, you're fine. You're able to keep your. Now you do think about the children because you were used to physically using that as a shield, but
Yeah, that's fine.
Wait,
there doesn't seem to be any reaction or anything.
wait, doesn't Sylvia also get the +3? Oh wait, no, never mind. That was that.
Yeah,
I
that
mean,
that
I
you
was-
already
saving throw-
passed that.
Yeah. Okay. So are we of an accord?
Anything else am I missing? Because I have ADHD and I probably forgot
Oh,
about a
yeah.
couple things.
Probably something like
Because we already, so we know we know they're real. They already offered us that.
yeah, I have an amendum. 1 second.
There was the
Oh.
whole central branch versus all the claw thing.
Okay, how about
No.
this?
We don't want
We're not, yeah.
Okay.
Also, you will not release
That
this
was scary,
information. Let's also add you will
And-
not release any of our information to the other claws, or at least
Other branches of the claw.
yeah.
That is already incorporated into the contract as it is part of
Oh, never
sharing
mind, actually.
information.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm good, I think.
I think. Let me check. Not revealing the secrets of the other, not revealing the identities of the other, and not indirectly attacking the other party.
For a month. Okay, so we don't release any information about the ruin for a month and a day.
Yeah, for the claw for 15 years, but for the ruin specifically, for a month and a day.
Also, once you're done with that month, we want to add an addendum in which you do not mess with it anymore and don't plant anything in there. You may search, but please leave. Wait, what are? Because there's plants.
We have interest in taking what we like, but we can be reasonable. We would not want to. We would not to impede academic progress. And he does. This is the first time like a smirk crosses his face. You can feel the sarcasm.
I hate it. I hate him. I'm the only smug one in here. Everyone around here is smug.
But then he goes back to his stern. Is a brief crack in his presentation.
I make sure that my brain is just focusing on go fuck yourself.
Yeah, I'll give you that one.
Yeah.
Me, I'm just going over the contract over and over in my head to see if there's anything else that I am missing. Speaking of which, I'm gonna.
So it's like, what are you thinking about?
He's astral planning.
He would probably just be stealing for himself for the worst.
Anything? Trouble?
Yeah.
Okay. No problem.
Looking in every which direction.
Are there any edits you would like to make to this contract?
We have presented this contract. It is as we wish it.
Well, we've made some revisions, and you understand these revisions. I just want to make sure. For the sake,
I think it's fair to say that before we sign it, I need to have my brother by my side. And I believe that Louis should have Coco by his side.
That is unlikely to happen. The contract guarantees their return.
I am going to activate my feat because I'm pretty sure it's been well over a minute.
Yeah, absolutely. Roll a. Is it
Well, this
what
is
it exactly?
No, this isn't
diplomacy.
Anything. Yeah, this is the diplomat feat.
Yeah.
Or diplomat background. So since I was talking to him, I have to make a persuasion check versus his insight.
Ooh.
The target is, and if he fails, the target is charmed by me as long as it remains 60 feet of me. Oh no. Wait, I'm in front of here.
They're within 60 feet. I measured.
Yeah.
So,
but he does not let you. By the way, he does not let you get within 30.
Understandable. Ha 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 ha. You fool. I like to be far away from combat. Uh,
Well,
so
ideally, he doesn't want combat to happen.
so I am going to. So should we just roll off?
Yeah, roll.
Come on, persuasion.
Come on.
23.
Oh,
yeah.
Damn.
All right. Yeah, you know how guys like this tick, and
This
you,
person's basically me.
you change your posture, and you know exactly what the wheedle to put into your voice, and to start speaking like someone who's just so reasonable and believes in what he says, and like is just trying to do exactly what he wants, and he's just this one concern, and basically
So I'm
this
going.
guy wants to talk to a sycophant, wants to talk to ass kickers, is not used to talking to people who stand up to him or give him any resistance in any way. So to change your posture in such a way that's like still portrays strength, but it is a little more friendly. And you can see him almost subconsciously relaxing as
So,
as you speak in this way.
so as I do that, I kind of rise. Listen, let's both be generous. We will give you a book with some of the information leading to that ruin. That ruin. Oh my god, some person keeps making me say ruin.
Yeah, you're good.
And you will give us Nathaniel. And then once the contract is signed, you will
And
give us
Coco.
No.
One of the
Once the
hostages must stay
one of
behind.
the at least one. So give us Nathaniel, we'll give you the book, we'll sign the contract, then you give us Coco.
That is quite generous. The book, and there's, I believe, one more thing to be exchanged on this contract is the information about how to get into the ruin.
That will be given over once the contract is signed.
I can agree to that as long as it is given over. He looks you both up and down. What are you? Okay, so Sylvia's just thinking, "Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you." Louis he cannot read you.
Brains.
I will agree to trade one hostage for first information, and then we can have the second part of this trade after the contract is signed. That is agreeable.
Okay, cool. How far is Sylvia away? Wait, I'm 45 feet, so
I'm
she's
within
50.
60 feet.
Okay.
Yeah, I imagine Sylvia's gonna follow you.
Okay,
I
so
don't know.
Yeah.
will Sylvia hand me the book, or are you just gonna follow
Nope.
me?
Stay where you are.
We will stay. I will stand.
Okay. This lackey comes forward.
I
And
retrieve the book from my bag.
Can you read them just a little bit? Just for
I
safety?
hand over.
a little bit. Like I'm a little worried about the, just
I bread past, like, one person to another. I pass it over as calmly and as non-threateningly as possible.
okay, make a deception check. Or a performance or persuasion. Up to performance or deception.
doesn't he have a ring? Like I feel like he's
Oh, that's
Come on.
27 on the other
Okay.
side. 19.
Okay. Yeah, the thief takes it, and you sweat a little, but you think you do all right.
Well, this is to make them, as not, hey, we're
Non-threatening.
we're working with you, right?
Yeah. Which is so clearly not what's happening. So that's hence the deception check. Also, the ring does not protect you from people reading your body language, which is Scarlet, which is why he had to make a check.
Yeah.
So he takes it. He is handed over to Cardinal, who looks down, flicks through it for a bit, sees it's written in Alihan, cannot read it, tucks it away in his bag.
and takes a 5-foot step back.
And then this thief, once again, he goes up the stairs Chuck and Nathaniel all come down and
Can Nathaniel see and hear? Okay.
Well, I think
Uh,
he's just handcuffed.
he's got handcuffs on. And then you notice Louis having, once he steps out of the bubble,
Mhm.
he does look around, and like he does seem more alert in some way.
Was it
Something
blindness?
I think I don't know. It's hard to tell.
looks.
Unless I can make some kind of an Arcana check.
Go ahead.
God.
Yes.
Oh,
Oh
that-
my
It
God.
was blindness.
soft
So
20.
it was. You think in this, being familiar with the radiance and having prepared it just this morning, you think this might be a silent spell that's up around in order to prevent magic from being cast in that area around the hostages for some
Okay.
reason. Don't know why they would want to do that, huh?
Oh shit! Oh man, I couldn't cast Dimension Door. Oh shit!
No, yeah, exactly.
That's why he isn't saying anything. Oh.
And fun fact, I didn't know if silence was an illusionary spell beforehand, but it sure is cool evolution.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. I was right.
So the half orc does come closer, and he's got a big old dopey smile on his face.
This dude is probably like fucking massive in front of Louis.
Oh yeah,
Once he gets close enough, I run and I like hug him.
Can I try to stop her?
I mean, you can.
I just don't want any sudden movements that might just think to ourselves, "Oh yeah, let's just blast you right here and there."
I am gonna say something though.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say, Nathaniel, right? Nice to finally meet you. Your sister, she's not taking this well. Might have to help her out of here.
He looks a bit shaken, and he's like, oh, okay. And he's mostly focused on, and he's giving Sylvia a hug back.
Yeah, and
Okay.
I whisper in his ear very quietly,
Yeah.
be prepared to use this, and I slip the gate stone into his pocket.
And make a sleight of hand.
Yep.
Heavy breathing.
Can I have a really good sleight of hand. I forgot about that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Oh, ha! Come
Try to
on,
arm
baby. Are you fucking kidding me?
All right. Now it's up to the DM.
Okay, let's see. Well, the first one that might catch you is, oh damn.
Oh.
Fuck.
Even with a -1, that's a 19 or an 18.
Shit.
So the half orc, as you go to slip Nate something, he's like, don't recommend that.
I put my hand back in my pocket. Or back, not
Alright.
in my pocket, but like
Yeah.
back.
He talks dopey. I wouldn't do that if I weren't you.
He's kind of slow, and he's got a low voice.
Oh my god, this is my Lockstone's fucking voice. Hello.
I'm not trying to be intentionally dopey, but I'm not great at voices.
He's an
Okay.
orc.
I would
It's
not
okay.
do that if I were you.
Let's just say he's about as intelligent as you are strong, Louis.
Oh, buddy.
I can beat him at math. That's all that matters.
Okay.
Thank you.
And Cardinal, so he walks back.
He seems nice.
And he switches positions with, he seems to be around Cardinal, and then the other thief goes back to guard Coco. Or no, Yeah, he would still guard the hostage. So yeah, he goes back into his position. And you hear in your mind, I don't know what you're trying to do, but at least hold off until this contract is signed. Now,
Yes.
please. And the contract is in front of you.
In front of Louis?
And you see that, yeah, in front of Louis, who's been doing the most negotiation.
Also, where is Coco's mane? Wait, what's it called? I forgot.
Skin.
Skin.
Oh, it's just a
I
skin?
know.
Oh.
It's just the skin.
Lastly, this is just a question. Where is Coco's skin? 'Cause I understand that also in of itself is highly valuable. I also would like that. Along with Coco.
Make a persuasion check with advantage because he is charmed.
Come on, baby. Fuck yeah.
20 on the other side. 20. Thank God.
He says, unfortunately, it is no longer in our possession. You are free to go after it yourself. And you get the sense that the sense that
I
say that out loud.
His attention shifts to you. Wait. Feel free to go after it yourselves.
Oh my fucking.
It is no longer an Avar concern.
At least we have a arc transition.
Also, we can blow them up and we don't have to worry about risking Coco's skin.
Yeah, that means we still have to find Coco's skin. That's the annoying part. I'm annoyed
that's
at that.
Mel's got it in.
Hey man, can we have the skin back and you not fuck with us?
Also, don't murder our friend.
So
yeah, that too.
So as I'm handling the contract, I say, okay, I am willing to sign this. There's only one person who is so far not, and I hand the contract and Quill over to Sylvia. You have your brother. You know he's there. This is. I will let you make this decision. As you can just step 1 foot back and then it did.
Yeah, I'll probably be right there just so it's a little bit safer.
A little, get rocked back. Explosion.
Yeah. I guess I sign it.
Okay. Oh shit! Fuck.
What?
I legit didn't think you.
To?
I thought you were just gonna do something on your own. I was like, look, if we're gonna fight, at least we have somebody, at least an extra.
No, I'm waiting for Coco to be over here.
Well,
yeah.
Well, this is all we can get. So whatever you're gonna do it now.
Yeah.
Nope. We've signed it. Coco's coming over here. That was
well, I'm gonna sign it as well.
Well, it's one person. It's one person. So
no, only one person needs to sign for the whole group.
That's right. Okay.
So as soon as you sign the contract, it pops over and it appears before Cardinal, who also signs it immediately. Quickly enough that none of the verbiage was changed.
Oh, thank God. Okay, cool.
Yeah, we should have had him sign first, actually. That was dumb.
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah.
Oof.
Can we retcon this? God?
No.
Don't retcon it, because she'll retcon it to where he screws us over.
Yeah. And as soon as it's signed, it bursts into flame and disappears, and the flame spreads out.
Thick.
And it circles. It spreads out in lines to all parties, and you see one go off in the distance outside of the warehouse, and then it wraps around your wrist, and you feel burning for just a second before it cools down.
I think about punching the wall. That's what happened. I think about punching the wall of the claw structure.
Well, I'm not done describing it.
Oh, yeah, sure.
You have a bracelet. It's slim, but with little black beads all around, and 5 sharp claws are attached in equal increments across the bracelet, and you see one around all of your hands, as well as Nathaniel's hands.
Oh,
I'm going
no,
to
your
stick.
parents are like, what the fuck?
I'm going to stick
I
out my
mean-
arm and then change it into like a human arm to see if I can make it like at least hide it for a bit.
It shifts with you.
Oh, that's annoying.
Yeah, I'm gonna try
Man.
to punch the wall.
Well, how am I gonna hide as other people with this on my wrist? Can you like move it to my ankle?
Just
you
wear
think
long
about-
sleeves.
You think about moving it, and it turns into a snake of red once more. And as soon as you think about it, as soon as you like picture it around your ankle, it does shift down to your ankle. Although the
That
bracelet
felt
is still
weird.
there.
I just go, oh,
Okay, okay. Once again, I
Yeah,
try to punch
I
the
think-
wall.
You think about punching the wall, and before you do, the claws start to dig in and almost cause bleeding. Although
Okay, I stopped thinking about
they-
punching the wall.
and they release.
I just wanted to test that. Yeah, oh, it works.
because it belongs to the claw. Because
What's
the
that?
warehouse belongs to the claw.
I was directly trying to damage something that was there. It's pretty
Imagine-
clear violation.
Like imagine if I was about to shatter something. It's like, nope, wait, that belongs to the claw.
Yeah, you're in the middle of combat. It's like, nope, shatter failed. Next turn.
It's just like right before you're about to cast, you feel this pressure on you. It's like, nope, well, nope, this sucks. I'm going to leave.
Shit.
This
Right?
this fight is no longer us.
Okay,
Now bring
no
in-
more thinking intentions to harm the claw. Got it. Let's get Coco.
All right. I hope with this our business is concluded. And you see walking down the stairwell is once again Duck and Coco. And unless anyone does anything, they walk on by.
Okay.
And Coco is released. Duck undoes
Hey.
the manacles on both of them
Wait,
so
Okay.
that they are, and then walks
God, I
back.
have so
Wait, I
much
have a question.
anxiety right now
I
about
have
what
a-
I'm about
can I
to do.
wait? Can I do something real quick?
Yeah, what's up?
Like as he
what
releases
point?
him, I know I have -3 strength, but I want to do this for flavor. Can I push? Can I try to push him out the way so I can hug Coco? As long as I'm not 30 feet away. As long as I'm not 30 feet away, we're good. Yeah, we're good. I'm going to try to shove him away to hug Coco.
Oh yeah, make it strength check.
Good luck.
Oof.
Let's fucking go, buddy.
Wizard
How you-
Mr. 20 strength.
8.
Ooh.
I think that he beats you on like a 2.
Let's see. He can roll a nat
Oh no,
1.
she froze.
Oh no, she froze. He rolled a nat 1.
See, I'm kind of curious what your plan is because I feel like I already put mine in
Take-
motion.
Literally
That's
take a
enough.
step back. Wait, what?
What did he roll?
Yeah.
What did he
Wait,
roll?
no.
A
You
natural
froze.
20.
What did he roll? Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
He actually rolled a
does
natural
not
1.
move. You kind of slump
Yeah,
into
he-
him.
He's like,
He rolled a
You end up
20.
hugging the half orc.
Wait, hold on.
No.
you try to push it against him, and he thinks that you are like trying to give some sort of comfort. And he's like, "It's okay, buddy. Everything's gonna be all right now."
Oh my god.
And he steps out of the way though.
I was gonna say, as he's hugging me, I just slip out like a snake and then just.
Yeah, Coco does look a bit shattered, and he definitely does. He clings to you in a way that you would not have expected from how you parted, but it's definitely, you can tell like he's shivering.
He's
He's
well,
a little bit holding it together, but just barely.
like as my face is in as my face is just pressed up against him, I am going to try to lose my composure as quietly as possible.
Oh.
Aw.
Like I'm hugging him. I'm still like standing straight, but my arms are like shaking so hard.
Yeah. He just starts quietly crying into your shoulder, and
Ugh.
there's not any words happening right now. There's just Nate
The contract's
is
done, right?
shaking, but putting on a brave face. Coco is shattered. um,
I'm
well,
sure they'll let us have our moment.
I can see you have. Feel free to attend your business elsewhere.
Yes.
I
I feel
will.
like we should be going now.
I will dimension.
Yes. Okay. So wait.
I'm going to wait. In interruption,
No.
I am going to dimension door.
No, don't. Don't.
Can I like
Okay,
dimension?
roll initiative, you two.
Wait, roll
Because-
initiative.
Because
I think-
I have an idea, and you casting Dimension Door.
I'm going to
Is-
dimension door like right here, right at
Where?
the entrance. Right at the entrance.
Okay, wait.
And I
Let
sure
me-
wish
oh.
we had
Julia, what
discussed
are you
beforehand
attempting to
what
do?
we were gonna do. Man. Oh well,
God
that
damn it.
sucks.
Ah, okay.
If only we were given some period of time to coordinate or something. God, that'd be nice.
I'm
God
still
damn
here.
it.
At
That makes
least-
this so much harder.
Wait, is it?
Sure does.
Yes.
Because she was probably. Can I make a guess about what you were about to do?
I was gonna give Nate the gate stone, tell him and Coco to use it, then take a step back and say, "Get fucked."
You can still do that.
I can. It just is gonna be a little
Yeah.
more complicated.
So
I'm worried that you
Louis,
won't be able to do that though.
I can still get. I can give up
Which
my
is why I
initiative.
just said to Nathaniel to help you out.
I don't
Yeah.
know anything. Y'all whispered that
I
to
know.
yourselves, and that's.
I know.
I mean, I think
No,
it's
it's
part of the. Yeah.
yeah. It's,
It
it is what it is.
It is what it is. Louis, you dimension door. With I presume Coco
Yes, and only Coco.
and only Coco.
Okay.
Okay, so are you outside or are you still inside?
We're outside. We are like right outside the door to where I can still hear.
Okay.
All right, how
But at
far
least
can I
when-
go? Okay.
Does it
Okay.
start to stop her whenever she starts walking away? With
It's what?
intention to leave? Whenever she walks away with intention to leave, does it warn her?
I mean, you
Hmm.
still have you have 10 feet of movement. So what happens if you take a single step back?
Well, yeah, but she's intending like, oh, I'm gonna walk away now.
That's the
Obviously,
thing.
it would warn you if that intention against the contract.
That's fine.
Sylvia,
It's not gonna stop me.
Yeah, go ahead and make a the claw bracelet does start to dig into your skin.
That's fine.
I need you
What?
to
Does Nathaniel do what I asked him to do?
so you what
I
do
mean,
you do?
what's he gonna do? Yeah, what's
He's
he
just
gonna
gonna-
do?
It can literally push you or push you, or walk with you.
Well, no, again, it's not going to stop me. I can still move. It's
Oh,
just
no.
gonna hurt,
I don't know.
I mean,
right?
y'all
Am
can
I
still,
right in interpreting that? It's
Y'all
not
can
going to
run-
stop me. It's just gonna
y'all can
hurt.
y'all can run away.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
That's fine. I get +3. 23.
All right, you can feel the magic try to take hold and stop you, but through the power of your clarity of thought and your ability to work through charms, what do you think about when you go to stillness of mind? What do you think about as you step through this manipulative element?
Shit.
Is it pure anger?
By the gods, please let this work.
All right, through sheer force of will, you push through the magic. Step out of.
Well, no, I don't get out of range quite yet.
Okay.
Before I
Okay.
do that, I again hand the gate stone Nate,
Yes.
and I say, "Get Coco and go."
He's like, okay. And he
And then-
does.
Does he start moving? Okay, and then I
Yeah.
take the step back. As
Okay.
soon as he is like close enough, like within maybe 10 feet of him.
What do you mean? Oh, within 10 feet of Coco?
Coco, yeah.
Yeah. So you see Nate step out the door.
Yeah.
I at this point I would have just started fully bawling. Like, so he
Oh,
Oh,
oh no!
yeah. You're
I-
crying in.
I will,
I also say her name is Dove. Take Coco and go.
Noted. All right. You take a step back. Doc's going to be caught in this too because he was on his way back.
They all are, except for Starling.
And there is an explosion.
do I hear the explosion?
Does the
Absolutely.
contract
And
end?
Merry Christmas, y'all, because we're going to start this next session off with a bang.
Wait. Can I know one thing?
Yeah,
Does
what's
the
up?
contract end?
As the explosion goes off, you feel the bracelet dissolve and burn against your flesh.
Ah.
That's fine.
Well, I
mean,
will.
Mission
This is
accomplished.
mostly what you were already planning on, right, Louis? I mean, Robert, when you gave them the book.
I thought it wouldn't set off the contract, so I wouldn't think to myself to burn a 4th level spell slot.
What 4th level spell slot?
I dimension doored out. Can I just? I
Yeah, you did. Yeah, sounds done. But yeah, next time is it'll be Christmas week and we'll be doing a big old fight.
okay, so we are playing Christmas.
Well, yeah, because the break was gonna be if y'all finish this fight, and I wasn't. Just to be clear here, I believe. Yeah.
It's not Christmas.
It's not quite Christmas.
It's the 23rd.
So close. Merry Christmas,
Yeah,
y'all.
but it's not
And
on
everything else
Christmas.
there.
Yeah, just like the holiday once.
There we go. Everything in that circle is on fire.
Okay.
Well, at least we have what is called an advantage. I hope that makes up for. Wait, who's rolling the damage?
I will let Sylvia do that next time.
Okay.
I hope y'all had a good game. I hope y'all didn't mind the contract bullshit I threw at you.
I'm annoyed we didn't get to work through it.
I
but oh
indirect.
well.
I did not know we were going to trick them. I didn't know it was going to end the contract.
Well, you would have done that.
What's
You
gonna
would have done
happen?
that if you didn't kick us out. But okay.
Well, no,
or they shut me down.
I thought that ass. No, we've never figured that out. Even if we
Yeah.
continue talking, we will still not figure that out.
No, I would have figured. I was like 2 minutes away from coming up with this exact plan, basically.
You were 2 minutes away.
Hey, what's done is done. You did get Coco out.
We got both of them out, and we know where the sulky skin is.
But you just shut me down for no reason. I don't get it.
It's fine.
I'm going to stay silent to protect because of the 5th Amendment.
All right. Go ahead and cut us off from live. But thank you all for coming, everybody, and I hope you all had a good game.